This campaign includes content for mature audiences, with themes of alcoholism, violence, and graphic content, and references to kidnapping and abuse. Viewer discretion is advised when watching. Additionally, strong themes of cannibalism are explored in this episode. Timestamps will be included in the description below for your convenience. Please enjoy the video. Hello and welcome back to Dirty Zeros. Or if it's your first time, welcome. Please stick around. You might just find something really cool. Today we are continuing on with the Starving Lands. Yes, and this time we are actually joined by our full group. Hey! Rohan is here. Please wave. Give us a 3-word description of yourself, sir. And that's all we have time for today.
Moist, there we go.
One,
Moist.
Two more.
Wet.
Yeah.
British.
I thought you were going to say
So you
damn.
just-
Moist, wet, and British.
I feel like
descriptions of damnness.
I was gonna say British like kind of encapsulates all of those.
I can't describe moist.
So that is Rohan, the moist, wet British guy. But today,
Put it on the shirt.
Put it on a shirt.
British.
let's continue on with the Starving Lands. Where last session, you all entered the town of Kerthil after a couple of strange dream sequences, which don't mean anything, I'm sure, and will not leave any of you questioning reality. You were greeted by the greeting man, for lack of a better word, Martin, who was not very helpful. But then once you entered in, you met with the leader of the town, Aliara. Oh, wait, but first you met another member of your crew, the Minotaur, Strata.
That's me.
As him. Who had his own funny dream sequence.
Funny's one way to put it.
Funny is one way to put it. Yeah. And then after you met Aliara, there was a bell tolling in the town centre, and you all went there and saw everyone in town above the age of 18, which I should have clarified, entering into a circle around a giant cauldron. And you were all very confused by this as everyone went up and picked out stones. One of you decided to take part. Jerome. Luckily, you did not pick out the white stone.
But it would have been so funny.
It would have been so funny to see
Very
one of
funny.
the team dead right now. Well, it was. We didn't see how that played out, so we'll never know. After the ceremony, which you learned is called the Sacrifices Ceremony, you went off and discussed things with Aliara, and you found out that Alina is more to her than she's been letting on. She's from this town, and in fact her parents were in charge, and she was married off to Falloth in Kark, but everything went to shit. And after that revelation, Aliara told you all to go to either talk to the town lunatic / only guy with magic. His name is Arcor. Or you can go and investigate Alina's home. Well, you can do both of these options as you like, in whichever order. And Aliara also told you about the cursed land you were currently on. That means nothing can survive, no plant life, no animals, everyone's starving, and as a result, they're cannibals. They resorted to cannibalism, and this all seemed very desperate and unfortunate. That is where we left off. The town is open to you, but before we go to all of you, while the rest of the group went off to discuss things with Aliara, you instead decided to take a moment after seeing what you saw and after all the questions in your head. You went off to find a little place to rest and think. You found a little bench outside a small hut and you just sat down, flipping through your spell book. Is that the sort of thing you have? Yeah, spell book. Just assigning some spells. You took a short rest. You took a rest. That wizards can't do that in short rest, but you took a rest. Shut up. You're just looking through your spell book. And everyone in the town is going away to their homes after the ceremony, but you're not really minding then. Your mind is thinking on other things, such as the person you're looking for, and the people you've been traveling with, and everything that's happened. Suddenly, you notice someone sits down on the bench right next to you. And I mean right next to you, like you are almost touching thigh to thigh.
We're squeezing together.
And as you look up, you see the face of someone you've seen before. It's Tom, the weird, mysterious guy who just kind of flew off in a ray of lights last time you met him. And as he sits down, Tom begins to speak to you. He leans in close and goes, "You know, don't tell the others, but you're my favorite. Oh yes, the way you went against those in power and risked your own life to find the one you care about. Oh wow, it touches my heart, my good man.
I'm your favorite?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I want you to succeed. All my bets placed on you, but shh, don't tell the others. It'll be our secret. It's because I want you to succeed. I'm going to tell you to go east. So you'll find what you want in the ruins.
East?
East, yes.
What's east?
Well, if I tell you everything that's east, and that might be a bit too Italian, I'm not really sure what the rules are here.
The specifics, do you have any?
Well, if you go east, you'll find the Great Dark Sea and the ruins of the great nation that used to be known as Payomer, which I believe I told you when we last met, but you know. Although, if you do go there, you may not... You'll find what you're looking for, but it may not be exactly as you expect. But hey, don't blame me. I'm on your side. I know you can do this. Just, while you're there, would you find something for me?
What am I looking for?
I need you to get a piece of stone. That's it. Just a piece of rubber. From the deepest, darkest chamber hidden in the sea, in the ruins of Payomer.
And what do you need for? What will you use the stone for?
You know, that is complicated. But once you get me this stone, we can work together to make the lives of everyone in this land, including Laura, a whole lot better and happier and comfier. Just give me the stone and...
Can I make an insight check on that?
You can... I need to roll.
Valid.
First.
This is where you roll a nat 20.
Pretty good insight.
Surely.
Where is it?
Hey.
What you
All
do?
right.
That's the best you've ever rolled in your life.
I think it's 25.
25.
Filthy.
That's very good.
24.
Damn.
21.
24. Okay, let's calm down. That's a big difference.
Okay, well, yeah, you beat it.
He's lying.
Defeat.
He ain't been by much. He believes everything he's saying. He's not trying to deceive you so much. He's certainly keeping things secret. But he has not seemed to have any malicious intent. He seems to believe what he's saying.
Very well, I'll grab the stone for you.
This is why you're my favourite. Shh, don't tell the others, okay? If they knew that I was on your side, I mean...
Just bring it back here.
I'll fuck you.
Oh.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, this is why my dad struck you. With that said, Tom stands up and begins to walk away. But as he starts to walk away, he turns around like, your friends should be done speaking to Aliara any second now. I suggest you go with them and join in the search around the town. Join them in searching for answers.
Our little secret.
And with that, he glows a dim light for a moment and then fades into darkness.
Damn.
Back to the group.
Manners.
Yes. So you're all in Aliara's hut. She has told you can talk with Arkor. He is our town's magic user. He's been trying to discover the source of the curse, but he's been a bit unsuccessful. He knows where it is, but he can't figure it all out. But if you talk to him, you might get some answers. Yeah, he's a bit nuts.
Aren't we all?
But I believe if you go to him, it could be helpful. You can also go and search the Feldegrau estate, which is, well, the building we're attached to. But you can do whatever we want, but I would advise talking to Arkor first. You can also just not talk to him at all. I mean, I wouldn't blame you. He's a bit, as I said, he's eccentric. But thank you so much for coming, and thank you for at least seemingly agreeing to help out. And Alina, I am so relieved you're okay.
I appreciate it. I'm also glad that you're doing to the best of your abilities.
I only wish I could have done more.
You're doing what you can. That's all that matters. Before we head off, because I also agree that talking to this Arkor is important. However, I've been going without a weapon since making my escape. I have been borrowing Dr. Gunther's massive shovel.
Unconventional.
It's very good.
Is this some kind of euphemism?
It wasn't, no.
You can have a look if you want.
Stop.
Has been a long couple of weeks.
We're not having this conversation
Who the
in my
fuck
house.
Sorry, Alina.
Alina's just staring into the void.
What I was going to say was, if there's still any weapons here, particularly my family axe, I'd probably maybe grab that before we leave, because I feel weird without anything to protect me. If that's okay with everyone else.
Of course.
I mean, if
That's if it's here, of course.
if it's here, it would wherever it's kept in there.
Right. Well, then I head off to where Alina would remember it being last, and hopefully it's there.
So are you just gonna?
I'm just like quickly run off.
So you're just gonna run off and grab it and then come back.
And, yeah.
You
Okay, I'll leave the descriptions of the house that everyone gets there. If you want to go and find it, you know where it is. Yeah, you
Awesome.
can find it. It'd be there. You can find it easily enough. Yeah, you've now got a big ass axe.
Awesome. Thank you.
Lovely.
It's a great axe.
And when we all get to the house, I will tell you exactly what you see. But what does Freddy want?
Oh,
Sorry,
you sound so.
Mazul.
Can I try and gauge if the curse on the land that stops life from growing and whatnot has any kind of link to Beck's funny little connection? If it's got anything to do with a certain dark being of sorts.
Yeah, make a nature check, I'd say.
Nature.
Like, you go outside and you can like touch the soil and
Yeah, I'll
try
go.
to just dean through that.
Gnarly. Oh, I'm very intelligent.
He wasn't lying.
Oh yeah.
What does a 4 get?
That is some messed up soil.
That's some rough soil.
That is
Okay.
that is not good.
Oh, it's rather coarse. No wonder nothing grows here.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, you're pretty much
Insulted.
out of luck there.
Yeah, alright, okay. Rough.
Maybe after you discover more things, you can make
Yeah,
a check.
who knows? But
For now,
until further
with a
notice.
4, there's not much I can do.
Fair enough.
But yeah, anyone else got anything before we go off to speak to the town lunatic, and you also rejoin Will when you leave?
What do you mean? He is the town lunatic.
He is the town lunatic. You reach Will.
Did I meet Will last time?
Technically.
He technically yes, but he
Technically.
wasn't here, so you can re-meet him if you want.
Was he always with us? Who's this?
Well,
You, this massive hand just kind of.
so sweaty.
I'm not shaking any y'all's hand anymore. That was a little messed up.
And you, what's your name?
My name's Strata, mate.
Strata.
No. Strata. Strata.
Strata.
Does he have to come with us?
Well, he has been with us for longer than you are. So,
Yeah, but look, if you want me,
well, you've kind of joined onto us. We don't need you. But
what do you mean? I thought you needed a leader.
Sure, buddy. You can follow behind.
So what did you guys learn?
There is a town loon, and there is a creepy house.
Good place to start.
Alright, well,
We are also in the presence of somewhat of a local.
Just in case you don't know, it's Alina.
So the current plan is the current plan is to find out how to break the curse and do it. And the crazy guy in the town may be able to help this endeavor. But we'll figure this out along the way.
Where is this crazy guy again?
Where is the crazy guy again?
I'm just gonna look around and see if I can see just a really crazy looking dude.
should have mentioned. His house is like kind of on the outskirts.
Well, that
It's
wasn't
very
mentioned, so we'll
different.
find him. We'll find him. I'm gonna see if I can.
Yeah,
Look, I may be a little. Things have changed.
You know what?
I like to imagine the group just started walking away and went, hold on. And we just turned back and ran back to
That way. Was it?
Silix was just going to call out his name on the street, being like,
That's a
Crazy guy.
great.
That is not his
Look,
name.
okay. Just
of course.
since it slipped my mind, why don't some of you make some survival or perception checks?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with this
I'll
one.
take a perception.
I could do it. I've got a -2.
Oh yeah.
I got a natural 2.
Survival or perception.
I think
did
if
you say?
anyone were to be
I'm
doing
as-
it, would be.
I'm as wise as
I
a
got
steel
10.
girder.
Pretty wise.
Oh, actually, it's
Wise
19.
guy.
Give us some
Wise
good
guy.
roll.
13.
Can we get advantage if we're pointed out by the leader? of the gang?
Yeah, sure.
Natural 20!
There we go.
Oh man.
To a 28.
You find it.
Well,
Also
the
make
quack's
sure
got
to
some.
announce any dirty 0s, 1s, or 20s.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hell yeah.
Wait,
Alright.
Sorry, what was that?
You wander around the town for like 5 seconds before Dr. Elsing puts on his spectacles and just he seems to find a hut that's on the outskirts of the town that looks kind of creepy, a little rundown, and not well kept. And this seems like the kind of place, the town in particular. Also, it was you're pointed in that direction by Tavish. You will head off to that hut and make yourselves known in any way you desire.
I'm just gonna like kick the door open.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Okay.
Maybe the
He's-
town loon
he's a-
might appreciate it.
He's a local.
Matching his energy. And I'd kick the door in.
Alright.
Well, we could all just run away now and it'd be really funny watching him.
I mean,
Like a ding dong bitch.
I mean, we can wait outside, let him go in,
Perhaps let's do that, yes.
just in case.
You're
Do
kicking
we
the door down?
really
I
want
just
to
kicked
let
the
this guy
door.
keep talking for
Yeah.
I mean, he
How
doesn't talk
violently?
for us. That wasn't
Yes,
really
but
a
Like
Yes.
some guy trying to
Setting
make an
tone
entrance,
for
he just
how
like
group is
with enough
interacting.
force that like it'll swing open, but he doesn't want to kick the door off its hinges. Some nice little middle ground.
That would be too
I think it's
far.
too
Yeah, that would be too
Think of
far.
us as Arco's second guest.
Okay, as you do that, I'm not gonna.
You know, just fly out past the
I'm just
group.
gonna say
What was
you see a small jar fly into the wall next to you, like just smash against. Like there's no one doesn't seem. to be
What, did the
thrown.
door hit it or?
No. It's like flies out from the room and just hits the wall next to you, and you hear a
Oh god.
Good instincts.
Oh damn! There's a
Um,
good ghoul in there or something.
We're like 10 meters behind you.
It's like, oh wait.
Silix
doing back there?
gives you like a thumbs up.
You're doing splendid.
And he ducks under the door and bangs his horns and it's like shit fits his head under the door. He's going, well. Oh!
as you enter this hut. Firstly, what you'll met with is a bit of a smell.
Pong it!
It smells like death.
Oh.
You can see around you there are like jars with specimens in formaldehyde. There are even some like brains just on the table. You can
He notices all that.
figure
Does
out
he
what
see it?
species it is if you desire, but
He just sees all this shit, and does he see the dude, the guy?
not yet.
He just sees all the jars with brains and stuff. He just turns around, walks out the hut, walks past the group, and is like, "Y'all got this," and he's just gonna sit on like a rock.
See?
Cool.
And not a problem.
Alright.
So now we're out.
What are we about to go into?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Geronimo just walks in.
Great.
I'll follow behind you.
You
Yeah, everyone else moving, yeah.
It just went
I
like
just
this.
prep my weapon as well. My sword.
I do apologize for the stray he has followed us on.
Which one's the stray?
You
see.
hear a scampering from within. It's a dark room. You hear like a scampering around the edges, around behind furniture, and in addition to the brains and the specimens, you also see just like bits of mechanisms and mechanical parts littering the floor. You also see like a curtain on the wall, like in a fashion of like concealment or whatever. There's also just furniture, a small bed that is unmade, and doesn't seem to be in frequent use, but it's like got dust on it. This seems like a bit of a nocturnal creature. But as you are entering the room, let's make a perception check to see if you can find some guy.
Pay no attention to.
Can I ready an action while I'm just kind of outside the door, kind of thing?
Sure.
That
If
is
I hear
a
shit,
16.
if I just hear shit go away, I just want to close the door. No, if I hear shit going bad, just to run in.
Alright. Well, you see him with 16. What you see hiding behind the bed, kind of crouched down, you just see these two big yellow eyes peeking out from the darkness. And just
blinking.
I've got, because of
Same.
embers in the dark, I can see basically I've got 90 foot of dark vision, but it's because my eyes glow in the dark. So we both just have burning, glowing eyes, just like,
and you just
friends. We are friends. We come to seek your advice. Uncle?
if you are friends, why?
Oh, not friends. Us friends. Again, straight. Follow us.
Hello.
Oh, I'm the fucking stretch.
I
Well
told
done.
you, see.
You two make just a general charisma check.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely if I had really high charisma?
Surprisingly, I
I'm
do.
gorilla one.
Says the sorcerer.
Just general charisma, you
Just
said.
general charisma.
Stupid, I ain't wise, but I
17.
can talk the talk.
That's good enough. He slowly starts to stand up from behind the bed. There's not much of a difference in crouching or standing. He's very short. And as he starts to step out from behind the bed, the rest of you will see a very strange sight. He looks kind of like what you imagine a goblin to look like, but with a few distinct differences. Firstly, his flesh is not green. It's kind of orangish, but going more towards typical beige, but with a tinge of orange. He also has a bit of a mohawk going, and you'll see he has clawed hands, but they are also webbed, and he has kind of some gills on his neck. And yet, like I said, big, beady yellow eyes which kind of stare. That, if anyone wants to try to discern what this creature might be,
I would quite like to.
says the ranger. Yeah, make that would be a nature check.
Because I'm so smart.
Oh, you
Let's
can make
go.
it.
Animal handling.
You need to see more.
Make it. I'll give you nature survival. But,
Okay,
yeah.
that's between a -1 and a +5. I'm gonna go for survival.
Is he within 10 feet of us?
Did you just?
No,
Yes?
no,
Oh.
I'd say not currently. But
That is 21.
Nice.
this is a creature that you may have seen one of before. With your experience in forested regions, they're not known to be around there. This is a Melink.
Oh, very nice. Little Malink.
For those at home, this is a creature of my own design.
Makes you sound like a mad scientist.
I have created a creature.
Creature of my own design. We've been working on some homebrew stuff, like I mentioned at the beginning of last session, but it shall continue to be shown here and henceforth. So yes, you see a link that you know. Make a history check. Now that you know what that is.
History.
Ah, yes.
See, yeah, I've got to give you some take some money, okay?
Exactly,
I have a
exactly.
little space.
Oh, yeah. 2.
Okay, you
Two.
can't really tell, but based on your spell check, I'll say this creature looks amphibious.
Amphibious. Wonderful.
Kind of a cousin of the goblin family.
like a sea goblin.
Aqua goblins, yeah.
But yeah,
Sea goblin dude's nice.
and you also everyone here will notice, you'll remember that you did not see this guy at the sacrifice center.
Interesting.
So yeah,
No one wants to eat.
there's that.
Applestone and you don't know.
You
So
were
yes.
just taking his place.
Arcor,
Maybe he has his own source of
this creature you assume to be Arcor steps out from behind his hiding place and walks out in front to see you all, and you will see him. He's just. You're a very strange bunch. Although, it seems strange that it is commonplace for this town recently. First the flying fire woman and her dead not dead husband, and now you lot.
Would I,
a person we,
from being here a couple of weeks, I've now slowly started to get off of my rock, and I'm slowly trying not to
Now?
make anyone realise I'm going back on my decision, but I start creeping slowly towards the doorway. From my 2 weeks being here, does that ring a bell? Undead woman with flame, woman with dead husband, not dead, what?
Make a history check just purely to see if you were paying attention that day.
That could
You
have
and
been
Carl
really
Smith.
bad.
I gotta
Make it
chill.
with-
I gotta
make-
chill.
Make it advantage because you've been here. So.
You out here.
Oh, even
Nice,
better.
bro.
Yeah.
10.
Hey, a fallen minus one.
Okay, that's the DC. So yes, you remember.
Oh, I remember.
You remember seeing a woman with fiery wing, coated in fire, flying down from the sky, holding a man in her arms, and you remember
I remember.
everything that's gonna be the same.
Would that ring any bells as the lady I tried to talk us into talking to
I mean,
with us?
sure. Happened like what, 2 weeks ago?
Based on the description, it seems to be you're familiar with whom he is talking about. You can all ascertain this is Serena and Brian that he's talking about. And as he says that, he just says, "What do you want?"
Well, we were sent here by Aliara, who said you might know about the curse that is holding this land.
We'd quite like to break it, you see, if we can. Maybe.
Or more food for everyone, including yourself.
Mm.
And apparently you are the one to know about that.
Well, yes. I have been trying to understand. It's not that I'm the best to do this. I'm just the only one in town who can do any sorts of magic. Yes, I have discovered a few things based just looking around. But it's difficult. This curse, or whatever it is, it seems very old, very ancient, and I don't have the power to get rid of it. But yeah, I mean, between that and the prophecy, I've been very divided. So yeah, I've not been able to really effectively trace down both, you know. So
What is this prophecy?
oh, just slipped out, didn't it? Well, you see, I had a dream. I had a dream, and in the dream, I was told something, and he goes up to the curtain that's on the wall, and he like pulls it down, and you see like pictures and scribblings and mad ramblings like
At that point,
attached
I'm
to-
back inside. I'm like, what?
He's even like got like string attached to it. You, as a ranger, would realize it's sinew.
Oh, yeah.
So that's that. He like puts his hand up. He's like, "See, I've been trying to understand what's going on, but I'm sure that this prophecy, it's got to be coming to fruition soon." See, I had a dream, right? And in the dream, right, I was like standing in Arcadia, in like mud, But then the mud swallowed me up, and then I was in a giant cavern. And then in front of me, I saw floating like a big metal cube, but it had like flesh on it as well. And it started like vibrating, and then stopped. And then I heard a voice, and it told me to fell fat. And it said, the two connected by faith, separate in destiny. Neither can succeed if the other fails, nor can either falter if the other prevails. When the truth to the dark is found under the light, the curse bound in flesh shall split the iron of arrogance and make itself known to the sinful. The two connected by faith, separate in destiny, must assemble their legion of heresy and save the land of dark from its own perpetration. See? I don't get it either.
What
Quite
the fuck?
Quite the
Are you on
dream.
drugs?
No, see,
I-
not yet. Anyway, see, the two can affect. I am sure. Now, I had this dream like 50 years ago. I'm pretty sure they must be bombing out. I mean, the world seems to be off balance recently. I don't get it. But yeah. Anyway, that's not why you're here. The curse, right?
This may be unrelated, but I also had a dream, not 50 years ago, more recent dream that had. I just thought I was, sleep deprived and hungry, and maybe my brain was cooking up strange things, but it seemed prophetic of the similar nature. Something about the veil being thin and souls crossing over, and everything I am working towards turning to ash.
I would know anything about that.
No, I didn't think that you would, but I'm just wondering if these
Try
things are...
chamomile tea. Helps with bad
Bless you.
dreams. Oh, okay.
Moving on.
What is going to be?
I'm wondering if maybe means nothing to either of us now, but maybe related.
Well, I mean, the veil between life and death, that's a thing. I mean, you'll know about that, right? I've been researching that for a long time. I mean, dissecting creatures and trying to find out the truth behind death and what happens afterwards, but it's not important. Anyway, I mean, prophecy often happens in dreams, I've discovered. I mean, I have them all the time. I mean last night I had a dream that someone was going to come and slam open my door, so I was waiting. So I had seen this thing, and he has like a device on his hand. Looks a bit like a skeletal hand that covers his own. And like, I was prepared, and then he opened the door, but I was still taken by surprise, so I missed it. But I sent the jar flying at him, but
Oh, that's what the smash was.
And that might be what that heinous spell is. Can I look over what was in the jar that was thrown?
Survival check.
Oh, wonderful.
That's a whopping 3. I've rolled a 3, a 2, and a 3 today. I'm pretty sure.
That is a nice bit of gunk. Just gonna.
I fucking hate gunks.
It seems to have been splashed. Did you just lick that?
Not actually, but
You
Roll the
diabolical man. Anyway, you can't tell what it is. It seems to have been splattered against the wall and turned to mush.
I hate it here.
Uncle,
Yes.
I have a question, and it could be a stupid question, but you'd be
Probably.
surprised how many people are told. Dare you? No, just kidding. You'd be surprised how many people are told that there's a curse that's doing one thing or another and just believe it and act accordingly. Have people tried planting kind of different climate-based crops, kind of thing? It could just be the environment that's...
Oh, for centuries.
For centuries? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
well...
I mean, this thing. Now, let's get to the curse.
You never know if you
Enough
never
about
ask.
the
See in the top left-hand
Oh.
corner of your screen that
Anyway.
Alina disapproves.
Oh man, no.
Enough about the Felthat and whether or not prophecies thing. Let's get to the case. So, since Aliara sent you here, I feel like I can trust you, not him. But anyway,
It's okay, we do not trust him.
so why?
I followed us home, I keep saying.
I think you could use a person with my skills.
I think he wants
I think he's
friends.
lonely.
I would tend to.
Not lonely.
I think you seem all right.
Yeah.
While this conversation's going on, Alina wants to go and I don't know, can she make sense of whatever his crazy markings and stuff on his board is? Like anything.
Written in common.
First, make an investigation check, which I'm sure you're great at.
Oh yeah.
Are you stupid as well? Do you want stupid to help
Do you
stupid?
want me to
Don,
do you want me to have a
you're
look
not
at-
stupid
I'll
at
have
this table.
Oh, how stupid
Okay,
are
if you
you?
want stupid to help
Um,
stupid, one
And what was I doing? An investigation?
investigation is
Can-
Will.
-3.
Can not
Let
stupid
-1 help you out.
Okay, I
You
think
should get
Will
advantage.
wants to help you, so
Is it
Oh,
magical?
let
in
Will
nature?
help.
I mean, you're just looking at a board of shit.
Is it just all the shit?
It's just a board of pictures and stuff, so it's not magical.
I'm hoping
Is
that
it
I roll
common or-
well enough that stupid is the reason I
Sentient.
like it's
I know.
you know.
So if you wanna
That's right.
help Aliara, if you wanna help Alina or get help from Alina, you can.
Oh, really?
Can I-
You look like a smart guy. You go.
Can I also look at the
Bit
board,
higher.
but I'm looking for something specific
are
to
a-
see if the
you are a
name Power
book man.
is
You
mentioned
roll
in it.
and we'll take
Alright.
your result, but I want to
So-
roll because I want to see what would have happened.
Guys, like in the middle of explaining the curse to us, and we're all like, anyway,
Yeah,
and just start
talk
fucking
about
that.
rifling through his
What are
shit.
you doing?
Let's not talk about that.
Has anyone seen what his AC
Yeah,
is?
we had that
Yes.
first session.
It's grim.
we had.
Good roll.
So what was it again? Sorry, Tim.
Investigation.
Investigation.
Gunter
We're
is
taking
sustained.
his roll.
Yes.
Yeah. We're just
Why
standing
you-
there
oh my
while
God,
chaos
six-
goes
can we
on.
start
Swap
26?
seats. No, I'm sitting so close to him. He's taking
Just
my
so you
life.
know, if I had rolled, I rolled a 13, so it would have gone down to a 10.
So smart.
Anyway,
That's-
so I'll
that's-
go with
just-
you first. 'Cause
16.
So 16 perception, you don't see.
Diddly.
You don't see the name Joshua.
Okay. I'm like as he's talking, I'm just gonna gaze around.
Okay. You see a lot of scribblings, things like you see things like Felthat, old language, the voice. You see the prophecy just scribbled out over and over multiple times. You see like crudely drawn images of just two people, and he's named them like the two bound by faith and whatever.
That's not important.
You also see an illustration of a metal cube that has like it looks like very good. He's taken a lot of care with this. It looks like he could reach out and pick it up. It's a metal. It looks like a metal cube made of dark, just iron or steel or whatever. But it is also like held together by rotting flesh. And he seems very fascinated by this particular thing.
Would I have any idea of what it is?
Arcana check.
Yo, is that a D6?
Yo.
Tell you what. Oh no, I'm not paying
There is
attention.
a 6 for someone's
I was
side.
gonna throw out my first guidance to.
And that 20.
I'm so
Oh,
sick
yeah.
of him. He's rolled a 17, 18, 19, then 20. I'm so sick of him. No, I'm not. That's actually huge.
So what's the total of 25?
I haven't rolled below like 10.
I'll never get sick of
This is your
rolling.
best character.
Yeah, what?
Huh.
I'll never get sick of Rowan rolling well.
7 has that.
Huh.
You ruined my whole plot hook.
That's fun.
What's the cube, Tavish?
With a big, what's your total? I'm just curious. It doesn't matter. What's the total? I'm just curious.
Oh, what was the check again?
So,
Sorry.
Arcana.
Oh, Arcana. 27.
Oh,
With a nat 20.
nice. Anyway, you can tell You've never seen this before.
Okay.
You never heard of this before. But just you like focus your mind and you like hold your hand out to the picture, and because it's such an excellent illustration, you're like it's almost like you're touching it, actually touching it, and you can like start to feel the metal and flesh on your hand, and it's like the energy is within the real version of this, if there's a real, unless he was just insane, which is possible.
I've got a fleshy cube at home.
No, you got a fleshy cube? I do too. We should get them to meet.
Ours is called Wiz.
It's like you can actually feel it, and the energy courses through you. You can tell this is a prison of some kind. It's meant to hold something within, like a prison, like a capture device, and it is a powerful magic you've never really seen before, but because you got a natural 20, you can tell that the power that is the magic that's powering this device is pure hope. And somehow, some people managed to distill it down into this device that is holding something. You don't know what it is. That would be held within this, but you can tell that this device is emanating a dark energy. That's all I'm giving you. You lucky son of a bitch.
Nat 20s, bro.
Wow.
Nat 20s on law.
What is going on, Gunther?
Yeah, as these guys are now just rummaging through this guy's place, it's just Geronimo and I just standing in front of Arcor. So you were talking about the curse. Don't worry about them.
Yes. Well, I was going to talk about the curse, but then they all started looking.
Is this house like built for a short person, or is it a normal house and just a shorter guy's living
It's
in it?
not it's not a big house, but it's not made for a goblin.
Okay, I was just, if it was a goblin-shaped house, I was...
No, it's not. It's just like shorter than most, so everyone's kind of bumping their heads. But it's not.
I stand up too quick and my horns get stuck in the ceiling, and I'm like...
You start tearing.
So any information you have would be great, because we may have some of the abilities to destroy this curse.
Really?
Yeah, after I sleep.
I'm pretty good at destroying things, if that helps you guys.
Firstly, I have discovered that this curse is hidden within the ground of this land, and for some reason, people, from what I can gather, about 2 centuries ago, came here and built that massive house on top of it. Right?
It's the Feldegrau estate, yes?
Yes, the Feldegrau estate. And it seems like whoever built this town built that building on top of it. Which apparently was the Feldegrau, but for the Feldegrau didn't make sense, right? Because it doesn't matter. But yes, they built the building. Whoever built the building on top of the curse. And I don't know, it's a very powerful magic, and it seems like whoever placed it, because it's, from what I can gather, it was actually placed here on purpose. And whoever placed it here was clearly trying to hide it.
So if we found the estate and we went to the basement, we could possibly find the source of the curse.
Well, I don't know how to get down there. I've looked.
Okay.
So
So
don't tell anyone. I've actually looked in the house myself.
okay, so
You're not supposed to go in there.
we knew generally why the Feldegrau estate had this sort of energy. Why are we with you? You've told us, a little bit about prophecy, but a bit, not as much as we thought we know. Is there anything else you know?
Well,
It's okay. We can just leave and leave you to your
Look,
fate.
my hypothesis is whoever built that building was trying to harness the power within whatever was hidden within the ground for themselves.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what purpose, but I mean, it can't be good. It's kind of, and also, like I said, I don't know how to get down there. Someone has done a good job trying to conceal this thing.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
What's like blocking it? Do you know? Is it?
Well, I wouldn't even know how to get down. There's no basement in the house.
Would
What if the house itself?
Would
is the
perhaps
issue?
a big shovel help?
People that try to dig down, it's like, it's, I don't get it, but
It could be the house itself.
We're pretty smart. We could probably figure it out.
Oh no.
what is 2 + 2?
Don't try a different one. I know another one.
Can I would like to quickly connect my mind to Elena. And in my head, I'm just gonna ask her, do you know anything of the basement in this house?
Well, I was going to ask if any of that was familiar, like maybe her parents mentioned a story or anything. Or maybe not, she was terrible at learning, so.
Firstly, you know there's no basement.
Mm.
Well, since you left, there was no basement. I'll get you to make a history check.
Rough.
You understand?
After that.
No.
It's a 17, down to 14.
So, your parents never... Your parents don't mention anything like that.
Okay.
You know that your parents' work was rather secretive. They had like your parents had their office, in which they did all their studying, but you weren't allowed in.
Did they let me in on anything though, or it was strictly like they didn't
Well-
even give like a I forgot the word. Like I don't know, a metaphor for what they were doing?
Oh, allegory.
Thank you, yeah.
They seemed to believe that what they always referred to whatever they're doing as helping, like keeping you safe, keeping everyone safe, trying to help the world, making a better place. Trying to find they were trying to find
Yeah.
a source of this as well, but they never let you in on any of that. Like you would know, most of your upbringing was making you into the perfect wife. So you didn't really do much of the whole studying, which explains the intelligence.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Straight.
But no, they didn't. So no, you wouldn't really know what was going on, but you would think that the best places to look would be the office. But for all you know, Arkle could just be nuts.
Cool.
Anyway.
So I answer then. And I can just talk to you back
Okay. We've got 5 minutes of telepathic speech.
I took the whole 5 minutes trying to remember.
You're like,
You can see steam starting to come out your ears just a little bit.
What is it? The countdown clock sound.
I
we're just everything's silent and we're just staring at each other inside.
No.
I say back, I wasn't really let into anything that was going on in the household. I don't believe there was any kind of basement from what I can recall. I do have a lead of where we could start looking though, of any of the places in my estate. It would be the office.
I do not want to go inviting eccentric strangers into your family home, but perhaps this man can help us search. He seems to know quite a bit about this curse.
I don't have anything against it. Like, I will do whatever it takes to lift this curse. If we could keep the main house intact for, like, as much as we can, it would be appreciated. Hopefully it doesn't just collapse in on itself if we're digging.
I believe that we can leave the digging as a last resort.
Then that's fine.
That was all in your guys' head.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're just
Yeah.
staring at
It
it.
got really quiet in here.
Will, did you have some?
Can I ask him? Do you know what kind of magic this curse is?
It is something very dark. It seems like a combination of magics, like almost all the schools combined in a way. It's way beyond me. I mean, the best thing I can really do is kind of like he just like lifts his hand and goes, and one of the jars.
Quite the party trick.
Well, I've got other things, and he does another thing where he holds his hand like that and just goes, and a giant blade of just darkness appears in his hand, like pretty good, isn't it? Anyway,
I want that.
That is very good.
no, you can't do it.
Please.
No.
Please.
Maybe if you
What
ask
did
one
you
more
say?
time.
Pretty.
Yeah.
What if I gave you
Himself.
Okay, this could go on.
I'll give you that one.
I don't.
Huh?
No, you're kind of cool. No, you liked me as well.
You're new, you're
My-
overstepping.
My friend, you could try, you know.
Friends,
Mhm.
how would you care to search this house with us? See if we can find anything.
I don't want to get back to that place. It creeps me the hell out.
Oh, well, you'll have friends.
And you have cool sword.
I don't think going out of my house, the people in the town don't like me.
Let's go. We'll keep you safe, Chief.
I can give you alternate appearance to walk through town.
There you go.
Actually, let me double check that I can cast that on other people and not just myself.
Oh wait, is it?
It's alter self. I just realized.
Yeah.
See, I was like either alter self or disguise self. Which
I'd rather not,
Like
because
my-
whenever I leave the town, whenever I leave my house, people start like jeering at me
Yeah.
and getting.
I look at the team.
because-
Do we need him to come with us? Because
No?
No.
I think we're okay.
I mean, if we have any more questions, we can come back.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
speaking.
For the best, the people in town don't like me because I can't participate in the ceremony.
And
Where
why?
is it?
I'm kind of toxic.
I was about to say you like poisonous or something. That's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Good
he,
for a
like,
town like
holds up
this.
his claws and he starts seeing this like black shit start pouring out of his like glands and he's like.
Do
They
all
look-
your species do that, or have you got
Yes, it's
some
just
kind
an-
of affliction?
My species it has to learn to survive, and so through evolution we just.
Seep
I can swim,
ooze.
I can climb, and if I'm eaten, I'm poisonous. So.
Can I just ask, out of just to clarify, just for the audiences, I'm playing one of Tavish's homebrew races. Is my flesh dead? Like, if I had pulled that stone, would they be like, "Oh, you're icky"?
You're icky.
That's a good question. I've established through Dr. Ginter's
Well, they wouldn't have known because you had altered self,
Divine.
right? Because
Yeah.
you want
Eyes of
yourself.
the
Yeah, true.
Eyes of the grave that you are undead into a sense. So I would say potentially.
Yeah, you had revealed yourself.
But if you're altering self and not just disguising yourself, while ever that spell's on you, I'd assume you'd be pretty tasty.
Yeah, but then if I had to pick that stone, I would have been jumping into my primordial form quick.
Primordial form sounds terrifying.
Well,
Anyway,
One last question to bother you with, sorry friend.
Better be the last.
Oh, okay. Well, you mentioned in your prophecy something to do with two of bonded faith or something along those lines. Do you have any hints as to what that faith may be? And if it could have somewhat of a bearing over, I suppose, what is transpiring here, if that makes sense.
I mean, faith is a weird thing. There's not really. I mean, I don't know of many religion sort of things, not since the days of the old world, centuries ago. So, that's my big thing. Like, look at the book. You see, I got like religion. We don't. It's weird, right? Because no one really prays to anything anymore.
So
Maybe that is why everything is dead.
perhaps. So then you wouldn't necessarily consider yourself one who takes stride in the darkness and bliss without light.
Nah.
Yeah, no, clearly not. That's fine. Look,
What?
I don't speak for everyone here, but I'd quite like to see this land cured and happy and healthy. And I'd like to help do it. So ignore me and my prattlings. I'm just gonna...
Done.
A land
Looks out the
stripped
window.
of booze is a land worth saving, I say.
Well, that's all I can help you with then.
Yes, I think we're ready to go.
Did he give us any physical description to the two people in his prophecy, or like he didn't actually get to see?
There's drawings.
There's a drawing, there's like silhouette.
Oh,
He hasn't noticed.
yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Does the female silhouette seem to be cloaked in flame?
Well, I never said there were of any other. That
You did say it was man and woman.
I understand that. What's this?
Suppose.
Like, it's just
I'm
two.
almost
It's just
certain
two.
you said
I never said
Self-contained.
anything about man and woman. There's just
We
two
can solve the
silhouetted
tape later.
figures,
Two figures.
kind of like.
Well,
If,
Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. That's
Well,
all.
the good thing is that this is not recorded, so we'll see who's
so
wrong
you can
very
go back and
soon.
tell Chelsea they're wrong.
And that's when you can
anyway.
edit in the flash.
You see like crudely drawn images of just two people, and he's named them like the two bound by faith. If that's
You get a message
all you want
tonight,
to
Tavish.
do with Arthur, the funny little middling
Yeah,
scientist.
I think we'll be off. It was nice meeting you. Do you want to... I thaumaturgy all the windows open.
Oh yeah. Did he like actually break the door when he kicked it in? Is it broken?
I'm very careful. I said I didn't want to like break it off its hinges or anything.
Sometimes you're just uncontrollable.
That's not very.
It's not broken?
It's not very.
Let's
I'm careful.
let's air in, my friend, and take care of yourself, okay?
Okay.
As everyone starts to make their way out, I just quickly want to lean down to him and be like, "You got any booze hidden somewhere here?"
Now, back up.
I want to insight check.
Are you
I'm
sure
insight
that's the
checking.
response
Are you
to
sure?
someone that's got booze,
Let him
man?
go! Let him
Are you-
dream!
I don't. Wait.
Can I try and
Jump him in.
Can I try and
This was one
hear
when
him on
every.
that?
Oh, you can. Yeah. I can, yeah.
Oh no, we got the two resident alcoholics on the
Yeah. In a world like this, you've got to be addicted to something.
like this.
Up for a smoke, doctor.
What was I doing inside?
Can
What
I?
are you smoking?
Can I hit? Because
You
I
don't
might
have
be
to.
able to give you something.
Perhaps we can exchange.
Can I hit him?
I mean, if he left, he's not been quiet. I mean, been
Double
quiet.
dosage.
Well, I leaned down to him. It was semi-quiet, but like
Mostly
he's
passive.
also not the most stealthy dude. So
Geronimo would be already on high alert with this fucking guy. So
I'll say if you want to be listening, go fucking.
14.
Alright, yeah, sure.
it's an 18.
Alright, sure.
I hear.
I heard alcohol.
my insight's 10. Wait, did you give me advantage?
I'm gonna help you out a little bit.
Okay, then.
Leaning down.
Mass, that's so cool.
Oh, why'd you have to? That's the first time I've
Well,
rolled.
you gotta fudge it? You gotta fudge it?
Fuck. Fuck.
At least you had a massive cough, right?
11.
Well,
Why'd you roll?
you beat it.
Because normally I roll.
With a 6 plus 0.
I would. I know people.
There was never any doubt.
You can see that. I mean, no, he hasn't got any alcohol.
After all that,
Are you guys...
But what he'll. Okay, no, he doesn't. He doesn't got the alcohol. But. He,
But
Just be careful with that mic.
I know. It's like right next to like. There's like. Anyway.
Just if you're gonna scratch, don't talk at the same time.
Right. Welcome back.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
He hasn't got any alcohol, but he reaches over to a bottle that's like it's like just a green glass bottle, and he's like, "No, don't have any, but you can have this.
What is it?
Madoran.
The good stuff."
The good stuff.
Poison.
I mean, mate, what are you trying to figure out what it is?
Yeah.
Make nature check? No, survival check. Survival check.
No.
Rolling!
No.
That's some good
I've got a
shit.
+7.
I'm going to take a sip. What am I? What enters me?
Isn't it a 20?
Make
No, it was a 4.
Make,
Oh,
Yeah, I looked at the
make a
one.
con save.
Can I grab the bottle and have a little sniff?
You can make your same
I
survival
can't
check.
roll away.
And we lost 2 people this day.
Wait for it.
Well,
+7, 17.
Oh, is that an actual 20?
Dom,
No, it's a-
Dom,
oh,
you're
okay.
taking.
It's the same thing.
You're taking. Oh, you take 3 poison damage as you just drank
I knew it.
formaldehyde.
Oh my god.
As soon as he swigs it, just grab it
I
and
knew
go.
it.
It does a 17.
Yeah, you can tell there's formaldehyde.
Geronimo.
I'm not drinking that. All for yourself, man.
You are funny.
Okay, it hurt me, but did it make me feel drunk?
And make
You
you
feel
feel
something.
preserved on the inside.
Preserved.
Your inside's pristine.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Rack it up on a wall.
Yeah, you drank
How much
poison?
How much poison damage?
Just
3.
3. I rolled a d12 and you got 3.
Are you guys coming, or are you just drinking random stuff?
Yeah.
He's
come on.
drinking formaldehyde. I don't know.
We're gonna start walking.
I drank some marmalade. Okay,
Let's leave him. Let's go.
Yeah, we can start walking. They can catch up.
guys.
We start walking to the residence.
Nuts! Walking over to the big Feldegrau estate.
Let's explore.
Great.
Look, buddy.
As you make it over to the building, you are greeted by the big doors out in the front. They are large wooden. There is a lock on the front, which did you lock it again after you left to get your axe?
Yep.
It is locked.
So unlock it.
It is not locked. No, it's
You're not going to get anything. For the next 2 hours of gameplay.
I must say it's a lovely home.
Thank you.
Of course.
I haven't done something wrong here. No, that's all right. Okay, cool. You open the door and it opens up into what looks like a nice living area. It's all covered in dust because no one's been here for years. But what you see is like you walk in and there's like some couches over on the side with like a fireplace. They look like nice couches. On the right, there's like a bit of a kitchen area. It kind of blends in. It's open floor kind of thing. In front, then on the other side of the room, there is a little corridor with like a door on this side of the door there, a door here. So there's three. So there's the room. It's like a little nook with 3 doors at the front. You can examine the living area. You can go to those doors. You can do everything like an Alina. You're getting a great sense of nostalgia.
Alina, is there any like do's and don'ts while in your old place of living?
Seems that everything has been undisturbed for quite some time. Unless it's like opening drawers and stuff, try to leave things as they are. Like, yeah, you can open doors, open drawers, look into things, that's fine. And I think if there was, I was saying to Geronimo, if we do find that something leads us to having to dig beneath the estate, we're careful with that too. If this is the only thing I have left of my family, I don't want it going anywhere.
That is fair.
Completely.
I feel like that's all.
Was your family like well off or? Yeah, fair enough. Do you reckon they got like food and drink somewhere here we could take for our journey?
There would have been in the pantry. I do recall that Aliara didn't make use of what was in there for the people because they didn't. They wanted to be respectful. So there might be some things in there. I'm not sure.
Permission to grab
Some
food.
strange logic going on in this town because I think eating people is pretty
I
disrespectful.
was going to just say exactly the same thing.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I would have, if I was here, I would have given it up to everyone, but I wasn't, and that was the choice that was made. That's fine. We're here now.
Permission to grab shitty thing kitchen.
Well,
Yeah.
well, the mission is find the curse. You know, we can loot.
We'll find it.
Just take it in moderation. Don't hog.
Only take stuff that we need. Do not disturb.
And do you,
Trinkets that seem important.
Yeah, I'll be respectful.
do you have any theories of where the
If you're looking for
Curse.
alcohol, 1 bottle each.
Each? Like that. So you mean there's a chance
If.
it could be?
Yeah, do you have any
Agree in the
theories on where your
Hmm.
this curse might be?
The only place I can think of is where my parents used to work to, do good for the town.
Okay.
I wasn't really led on to what specifics, but if we were to start anywhere, it would be their office.
Could you lead us?
Yeah, of course.
Well, quickly before we move in, is this the only entrance to the home? So give or take, main one, I suppose.
Well, we did, I think, enter through the back with Aliara, and I tried to go in through the
The
front
front.
that was locked, but I couldn't remember where the key was, or like it wasn't there. So if Stella's remembering correctly, there's a front and a back. I don't know about anything
Well,
else.
just look, I can only cover one at the time being, but it could be. Is it okay with you if I just set up a little magical system, I suppose, to let us know if anyone tries to follow us? I think it could be beneficial.
It sounds like a great idea.
I can help out with the other door.
Wonderful.
He summons Diego.
Hell
The Hellhound.
What? Just describe Diego.
Hell yeah.
This time we're
It's
seeing
fine, don't worry about it.
Diego.
your fun
Diego.
little puppy.
Fun little puppies by
Getting
Steve.
a pet hellhound is so unfair.
No, he's basically just a grey and white hellhound with green eyes. The emblem you see on Silik's chest, like armor plate, is the same symbol he has. It's like tattooed basically on his stomach as well.
No.
Nice.
And yeah, that's basically him. And I shall make him go look out and sit towards the other door. And
Okay, fear of just. So where you're meeting Aliara, she had like made a new hut that like conjoined onto it. So it's not actually a back door. There's just the one front door.
okay.
Okay.
Well then, regardless, he
Diego's
just
out the
sit
front.
watch. Yeah.
He guards it so she can't come in.
And just to be safe, Beck's going to reach for his belt and he pulls out, just like with a flourish, a line of string and a little mini bell, and I'm going to cast Alarm on the front door.
Nice.
How long does that last? Just until.
It's pretty long.
Yeah, I
Could be, I think, 8 hours.
thought I'd written it down.
Fact check.
It takes me a minute to cast. I think it might last an hour.
No, I think it's longer than that.
Okay.
It's 8 hours.
8 hours, there you go.
That's great.
An
So they
alarm.
can do it a long rest.
If anyone gets
Well, that's
past your
everything.
friend, we'll know.
I lead
Oh, then
everyone to
I
the
think
office.
Diego
Alright,
would be
well.
inside with us, so if anyone tries
Well,
to
then we'll
come
be
in,
able to go back him up, yes.
Yes.
Firstly, is anyone sticking around to look in the living area? I think you two are going to be looking for drinks.
Drinks and like long life food. Like cans of beans,
Can't.
corn.
I'm gonna.
Beets.
Geronimo is definitely heading to the States.
Yeah, I'm with.
Study. Alright. I'll go with the two drunks.
We're not drunks, we're wannabe drunks.
There we go.
No, we're drinking socially.
Yeah.
Make a general investigation check for the whole living area.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if
Do
it
you
was
wanna give
like
me a
locked,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
just they
yeah,
couldn't find
yeah.
it, or like the
It's
place
in
is
a
big
liquor
enough?
cabinet that is
Yeah.
sealed shut.
With advantage.
With advantage. That's already a 19.
I like this side.
Oh, that's much better. That's a 24.
Right, so we'll go to the kitchen first. The first thing you notice, we'll go to the kitchen first. You look in all the cupboards. You look in all the drawers. You look in the makeshift, the fridge, whatever the equivalent of, because they have fridges in as well. Shut up. Anyway, you look in all the places. There is no food.
Oh.
Someone has clearly been through it.
No food.
It was fucking
But
the goblins.
Yeah.
Hold on. So, with no luck in that, you look around the rest of the living area. First thing you find on a little table next to the armchair by the fireplace is a pipe, like a smoking pipe. It's still filled with whatever it is inside.
Give it a whiff.
Whether or not you bring that up or any at all. Have you? So I say, would you be going to the study immediately?
Yeah, I was leading everyone else who
Alright.
was interested.
So you find the pipe. If you want to, whatever you do, you can take that if you desire, or you can leave it.
Pocket it.
Alright.
Or actually, he goes to pocket it, and then he remembers he got permission for food and drink, and to leave any trinkets or anything, so he puts it back.
The next
And then
thing-
takes all the leaf out of it.
The next thing you find is a small silver necklace, and it's because you're searching everywhere. You are desperate. You look under the other armchair, and you see the small silver necklace under.
I'm assuming I'm pointing this all out. So.
Yeah,
He's in the middle like,
well, I mean,
Hey, I gave you advantage. That's
can
my
pick it
role
up.
as well.
I mean, you can take it. You can pick it up and examine it.
I
and
take it.
When you pick it up, look at it, you see it is very ornate, very dainty. But the strange thing is, it seems to have it almost glows. It's weird. It has like a faint thing about it. It strikes you as fascinating.
It might have a deeper look.
You can make an arcana check.
Why do you roll?
Roll
Stop
that 20.
rolling.
Well, I'm looking with him. Can I
Oh my
roll as
god,
well?
what are the chances?
Yeah, because I've been helping him look. Can I give him advantage?
That's a nat 1.
Sure.
I got a nat 20,
And a
he
nat
got a nat
20.
1.
Oh,
But that nat 20 was an
Oh my god,
unprompted
what are
roll.
the fucking
Yeah, you would
chances?
have to re-roll.
You have to re-roll.
What?
Because you unprompted rolled a nat 20 and then said, that's the roll that I'm now helping with.
I'm not letting you strip me of my only good roll so far this entire session. You stripped me of my last one.
I'll allow it because it's funny.
What are the fucking chances? Nat 1 and a nat 20.
Anyway, wrong is it's highly possible. Anyway, so as you're looking at this, you can't make heads or tail. Your mind is very much on alcohol. But then, for some reason, Strata just kind of looks over your shoulder and
Oh,
goes,
that's it.
that looks like if... that looks like if some... This looks like it kind of shines a bit, doesn't it? Yeah?
Yeah, it's shiny. And what does that shine indicate?
So you can gauge that if someone were to attune to this, they would be able to see. It basically gives them a double sight.
Oi, Whizman.
But
Do
you
your little
also
witty
can use.
alignment with it.
You also can use it to. It will have charges, and you can use it to see as clearly as if it were day for a brief amount of time.
How's your eyesight?
Not good in the dark. Well, we weren't meant to take food and drink.
Oh, yeah. And I throw it back onto the couch. Keep moving.
Well, that's great.
We'll slap on the wrist there.
Anyway, since you rolled so well in your initial investigation, after that you're looking around and you find a small hatch hidden under a cup.
Wine cellar, wine cellar, wine cellar. Whoosh.
Oh my gosh.
It's
This
not
guy.
exactly a cellar, but as you open it, you do find some boxes with some bottles of
Formaldehyde.
wine.
Hallelujah.
It's basically some hidden reserves of alcohol.
Bottle H,
No.
bottle H.
Now,
What?
now,
You better be
Just
told
put
all
it in
these.
my- put it in all in.
Wait,
No, hang on.
there's 13 of us, yeah?
No, I've deducted bottle each. Didn't say about anything about glasses.
Now,
Oh, no.
if I think... Cheers, but can we even... can we really... we really shouldn't be doing this.
We've got a bottle each.
Both of you just drank 3 glasses.
3!
I saw 3 pours and 3 sips. You weren't making a con save, both of you.
I know, I only had 2. Only.
I swear, officer.
Rubber raggy.
Nat 20. I can handle my booze, bro.
21.
we are seasoned drinkers.
This is like water. For a second, you're actually worried it is.
Yeah, but it's rehydrating me. Okay, we shouldn't get too crazy because we might have to fight like a starving demon or
You're
something.
right.
You're an enabler.
The curse of the boys at the back.
Alright.
Okay, let's
all
put.
your
You
fires
got
on
the
you guys-
bottles once and they
I've got the bottle.
explode.
We're gonna
Continue drinking.
Well, we grab our bottles and we
I know.
continue drinking
And then
as we
we've got
try
the
and
bottles.
find where the group went.
And then we've got a bottle each.
I just got a bottle stowed in there, but then we also have the sack of bottles for everyone because sharing is caring.
You heard it here first.
Alright, so as they went
We
on
derailed
to
that a bit.
pillage your house, you go to
We got
the
permission.
little
Yeah, bottle each.
corridor nook with the 3 doors. Firstly, make a history check to see if you can remember which door leads to where. Have advantage on the check, but we'll see.
First one's a 14. Second one is a 6.
Those stats are so bad.
I actually rolled a 17 and a 9. But
Have you
So-
seen mine?
You can remember that the door on your right is your bedroom, but you're foggy on whether or not the door on the front is the study or your parents' bedroom, and vice versa for the one on the left. But you know the door on the right is your bedroom.
I'm gonna pretend like I know where I'm going. I'm not gonna let anyone know that my memory's faltering. And I go to the left door.
Okay, you open the door and you just go straight in confidently. Great. You enter into...
I do the whole, like, this is it.
And you're like, oh,
here we are.
You enter into a pretty large room. There is a large king-size bed.
Alright, I close it immediately.
You basically,
this is it.
yeah, you basically entered your parents' bedroom.
Every kid's worst nightmare.
Sorry, miscalculation. We're going straight ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So are you staying going straight ahead?
Yep.
All right. Where is that page? There it is. Okay. So you go to the door ahead of you and you open it. It is the study.
Yay! First try.
First try, second time. As you enter this room, I mean, even though your memory is pretty foggy in most places, you don't recognize this room because you were never allowed inside. So as you enter, even everything is new to you. What you will see, except for the 2 boys in the back, you see it's a pretty nice looking room, but it's mostly just dark stone. Even the floor is, which is a change because the floor outside was all wooden and nicely made. There is in front of you, straight in front of you, is a large desk. Then to the left is a large bookshelf littered with books and journals, but you can have to investigate yourself. There is an old chest right next to the desk, but on the right wall there is a large painting of 2. You're a colour star, right?
Shadow Kai.
Shadow Kai. Two Shadow Kai looking people dressed rather elegantly for the region you're in. It looks like a very nice, very made with love. It was an oil painting that someone cared about this when they did it. Now when you see this painting, I mean, Alina, you recognise it as your parents. Dr. Elsing, something just nibbles in the back of your mind. I want you to make a history check. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage with guidance.
Alright.
1. And then, history, you say. Proficient, so 9 total.
God, what did you roll?
3.
I'll do it.
That was a DC, right?
You
It might
Tavish
be
really
the DC
wanted
now.
to tell you.
Why'd you give me disadvantage? You told me to know. That's on you. That's on you.
actually no, you're not supposed to disadvantage. That's a different thing. No, you're not supposed to. I was reading the wrong page.
Something else in here, I know.
I'm looking at no disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Do you remember the higher roll?
Just okay. Roll again.
The guys. Same roll. History. 22.
Ooh,
Changes. No
That's
changes.
better.
juicy.
No,
Only
Jamie.
by a little.
You're not meant to know this.
Here is the strange thing. You recognize these people, but you recognize them as, but you don't recognize them as the Feldegraus, whose first names escape me.
I did know this too, but it's on my phone.
You recognize them as Rook and Revan. The Rook being the father and Revan. And they were the leaders of the Ivory Crow gang. But they were captured, sentenced to make wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh God.
I somehow ended outside on the rim of my rolling
That's
tray.
pretty gnarly.
Just the
That's not even the first time you've done that.
25.
25?
Bro, he's
Well,
rigging.
You made the cleric do a wisdom saving throw. I'm here.
I know,
Just don't ever say
but
that
there
again,
was a
Dom.
decent chance he
Don't say
failed
that
because the
again.
DC was 20. So, it's going to be Dr. Elsing moment from Dr. Elsing time for a moment. As you look at this painting, you feel an intense splitting pain in your head. As your mind begins to split, basically. It feels like your mental self is like separating from your physical self. And as you look upon this painting, you're remembering that these two people were leaders of the Ivory Crow gang, but they were sentenced and sent off here only like a couple of years ago in your mind. But then everyone else here keeps saying that they came here well over a century and a half, or well over like almost 200 years ago. And as you're contemplating on this weird discrepancy, you flash back in your minds. Feeling this immense crippling pain, you're doubling over on the ground, and your mind flashes back to Bartham Holchi. And you're by the side of one of the Ivory Crow gang members who is has been afflicted with this thing in their arm, and you're holding your the neurotoxin. And as you look down at the man in front of you, your mind flashes some memories of all the evil the man has done. And you pour it over his arm. The man screams in agony as the toxin devours his flesh. And, well, he dies screaming. And then you go. Then you go to the next room where you see Fakid's loin. The leader of the Ivory Crow gang once Alina's parents was sentenced by the leaders of the town or the city and sent for imprisonment for eternity in Akabika. And so Fakid is waiting there for you to help him. But then, and you assure him that the screams of the man in the other room are nothing, it's all fine. However, and as you go to pour the toxin over Fakid's arm and it starts to drip down, the memories begin to shift a bit. As though something has been pasted over what you thought you knew. Your vision becomes blurred as another member of the church, a man named Aberforth, enters the room from the place where you just killed that man. And he is very frightened and shocked. He's crying out like, he's dead, he's dead! And the captain, Fakid, looks at you in shock and suddenly realizes what the toxin on his arm is doing, and he cries out in agony as he rushes out of the room trying to escape you, and he swears vengeance upon you, basically. And that's all according to what you know. Then Aberforth walks up to you, like gripping you by your shirt, and he says, "What have you done?" But that can't be right, because didn't Fakid beat you half to death and then go to your house and... But then no, he did leave, and this is... Okay, something's wrong. There's a major disconnect in your mind, and you're just... But so your whole mind is like muddled over what really happened, and as you're doing this, your vision starts to clear, and you can tell that what happens from now on is what truly happened. Once the captain leaves and Aberforth is questioning you what's going on, he's reminding you, we don't kill people here. We help them, no matter who they are, no matter what they've done. But you have that anger inside of you, and you keep insisting that what you did was right, and there's nothing, and you're imploring Aberforth not to tell the leaders what you've done, not to tell the... I'm sorry. Never mind. Not to tell the leaders, not to tell the council what you've done. But Aberforth runs out. He's insisting that you have to pay for what you've done. So, you run after him through the streets of the town. You're not paying attention to everyone else in the streets, and you reach out to grab him as he's running away, and as you do, a miracle that you have so long been waiting for, that everyone in your church waits for every day. Some energy crackles in your hand. But it's weird, it's like black and evil, and as you reach out to grab Aberforth, necrosis begins to coat Aberforth's body, and he falls to the ground in the street, and you hear screams and panic as Aberforth clutches at himself, crying out in pain, and you look around, you're insisting that everything's okay, everything's fine. No, nothing's... But Aberforth looks up at you, and weakly, one word escapes his mouth. He just... Murderer. And the light fades from his eyes and he lays dead. Your mind then jumps to a new scene. You are standing in a vast cylindrical room that expands upwards for what seems to be an infinity. In front of you, on raised pedestals, is the Hunkel, the leaders of the city, the council. And in their center is the one known only as the Manor. You know all of that. You know who they are. She stands from a seated position and speaks in a booming voice that shakes your core. For your crimes, you will be exiled from this city to Arkabika. Once there, you will serve eternity, living a hell you cannot escape. Once this procedure is complete and your lifespan has been extended, you will have 1 hour to get your affairs in order, and then you'll be escorted from the city. You look down and realize your hands and legs are chained to the floor. And in this floor is a large mechanical device buried deep in the floor, covered by a circular casing of glass. The mechanism slowly begins to whir and shift as energy begins to build up in the floor below you. And before you can comprehend it, a vast flow of light is blasted up upon you from the floor, and you feel every atom within you tearing apart and rearranging. You black out, and you wake up outside your church. It occurs to you that this is where your memory of waking up after being beaten will draw its inspiration, because you are in pain. You feel like you've been taken from an inch of your life. You stand up and begin to head off to your home, and the rest of it plays out as you remember, and suddenly the sky turns dark, and you return to your mind.
I don't want to know what a fail looked like.
Anyway, so as you have all these major revelations, you are doubling over in pain just in front of this painting.
Geronima goes like between him and the painting, and I'm just gonna walk over and start feeling around like the edges of the frame and stuff, and if there's nothing around there, I'll try to like lift it off the wall.
Investigation check.
I appreciate it, man. Of course.
Shit, did the quack croak?
How long am I on the floor for? Like, for these guys?
15.
Alright.
Be like an instant. 15.
8.
Okay, you made it. You find, as you're like tracing your hands along the side, you find a little button.
There you go.
Push it.
Still
Would you like
stuck
to
in
press
something in
it?
that painting.
Push that shit.
Would you like to press it?
Yeah.
Well,
Actually, no, I'll leave it. Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get
I
to a
think
different
it's
town.
fine now.
it's fine. Everything's fine. We just broken his brain. It's fine.
Wait.
And Felix approaches and like tries to help you up as well.
Yeah, the two of you. Appreciate it.
So, before I get to the consequences of pressing the button,
Oh god.
Don't say consequences.
Consequences can be a
good
good
and
thing.
bad.
Yeah, I feel like you
So-
said outcome.
As
Reward is
Dr.
usually
Elsik, as you are being helped up from your fetal position, basically,
Oh, good.
you hear in your mind, I see you are having a bit of trouble wavering in your recollection.
Clarification. Have I spoken to this guy in my mind?
I mean, you know, tried.
I'll try.
No.
Have you been with me always?
I've been with you as long as you have had faith.
Curious. Why?
Because I believe you are the one to free this world from its mistakes and bring us back to the world that it should be.
Is that when you tell me?
Cool.
Is there anything you can tell me now that might help?
I will admit, I hid that from you
Yeah.
because I thought if you knew the full extent of your pain, then you would waver in your mission.
You do not know me very well.
I have been inside your head for over 150 years, dear friend.
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you know my friend here?
Which one?
It's hard to point for that as being
Well, I'll give you an answer. I know all your friends. I mean, I can see through your eyes.
okay. You're being cagey.
Well, I'm sorry, but I mean, if I tell you everything before you're ready to discover it, it could be just more confusing than anything else.
Do you think that's true?
I believe it.
Okay, then I'll ask you later.
Bye-bye.
So, as this conversation's happening, are you just like staring into nothing?
I think I'm breathing pretty heavily, trying to bring myself back from the pain I just endured.
They're just both on either side, like, they're there.
So
It's going to be okay.
Can you hear us?
Hey, sorry.
I shouldn't have given you my pipe, I apologise.
Some strong shit.
Oh,
Wait, I
smoking buddies, you know?
I did ask, and he said you don't want to know. So
And then we did it anyway.
Are you okay?
yeah, it's a bad dream, I guess. It's going around.
Alright.
But you are awake.
But it's how long was I out? It felt like a long time.
That one moment.
Okay. I felt like days, but we'll get to that when we're not in this situation. We can talk about this later.
What situation? Really go dying, Doctor.
Geronima presses the button. As Geronima presses that button, you feel a small prick on your finger.
Poison.
And you like look at your look at your hand. You look back at the button. And like you pressed it, a small needle came out,
Oh.
and like you can see like a small point, and it's like after a moment, and then you are blown back 10 feet, and you are paralyzed for 1 minute.
Can I?
Would we hear that?
Can I? I immediately get
Can
down.
you talk when you're paralyzed, or is
No.
it?
You can speak falteringly. Oh, that's stunned. I'm not sure. I get down, get my toolkit out. Like, hold on, I got this one. Yeah, I just pull out all the.
Wait, wait. I think it pricked me for my blood. I think Alina has to open this.
Oh, well, while you consider that, I will heal you. I'm a doctor after all. I'll just.
Does he?
I will just heal them in a general sense. If,
there's-
after a minute they come up,
Yeah.
that's
after
me,
a minute,
baby.
you're right.
That's all me.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you press that. So.
Well, that hurt, but I do believe there is something special about this painting.
Hold on. Dilation's okay. You should be fine.
Do you want to give them a sticker as well for being
I ran out of those a few centuries ago.
Fair enough.
A lollipop. Oh, that's insensitive.
Yeah. Perhaps if the others joined us, you can take the booze that they found, if they found any.
I believe that he would have found booze.
We found none.
And
We didn't find a fucking thing.
A fair hypothesis that if you prick, maybe not a bad thing, but maybe we touch it with a stick or something. You know, like.
I have bad feeling that whoever is holding the stick will meet the same fate.
What if we poke the stick and run out really quickly?
Throw the stick.
I mean, you can.
We
try
as
that.
a
Doctor,
group,
stay inside.
we as a group really seem to enjoy ding dong ditching.
Tavish, is there a way I'm able to put my sword and like press the button?
Oh no.
Sure.
If this doesn't work, then the needle goes.
Well, nothing happens.
I'm okay.
Okay.
You might be right with your blood theorem.
Okay, so
It hurt pretty bad.
now that that's out of the way, would you be comfortable with giving it a try? I would be here to pick you up if it's not.
I'll
I
catch
mean,
you.
I was going to, but what if I said no?
Then we would look around some more.
I pressed the button.
Then I would
Great.
pretend nothing happened and ask the big
Mega explosion.
The whole house. As Alina presses the button, I mean, for all you know, nothing happens. But Alina, as you press the button, you feel yourself being twisted round and just warped out of the study and into a strange dark room. It's like a shadow version of the study.
I've been spiked.
Oh.
It fucking disintegrated her!
From your perspective,
GHC.
She's
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
She's
touched a fucking statue!
You see the same portrait in front of you, except your parents are wearing these white outfits.
Oh,
much
no.
more posh
Clarence
than
Bell,
they already had. And they are adorned with black feathers and an insignia of a crow emblazoned upon the chest, kind of outstretched wings and claws. But there is a pedestal in front of you with a plaque on it. You can go up and look at it if you
Yeah, step forward.
When you first look at it, it just shows a reflection. There's nothing on it. But after a moment, words begin to shift and warp out of into reality. And you can read a message. It says...
Possibly.
Our dearest Alina, if you are seeing this, then our past has likely caught up to us. It is a shame, really. We tried so hard to shield you from who we were and what we had done. Perhaps there was no stopping it, but we are glad we could protect you for as long for long enough for you to see this. We were once leaders of a gang called the Ivory Crows. We worked in and around Bartham Hodge, back when it still shone over the world. We were viewed as criminals by the city. Many of our members were unruly and often violent, but our mission was not to cause harm. We had obtained a knowledge hidden from the world for centuries, and we had created our group with the aim of safeguarding the dark secret at the heart of the City of Light. There is a book hidden in the study. You should be able to find it. Just use your instincts. We have made sure you can find it. Once you read it, you will understand the rest of what we have to say. We had discovered that there were groups within the city who were following this being. They were risking jeopardizing the whole world, all of civilization, and this naivety had granted them power through what they called miracles. Our methods, we are not proud of what we did, but we would do it again to save this land. The Hunkal exiled us to this place, to their prison, to hell. We fear, without us, the Ivory Crows will be taken over by more unruly members of the group, and they will become something far worse than we intended. There is something below this house, dear Elena, something you must keep safe. It was placed here by the leaders of the city many years ago, and it is a reason for this land being a desolate wasteland. However, it must remain here. No one must have access to this artifact. The darkness is a tempting power. Stay strong, my dearest Elena. You will need it for the dangers to come. Suddenly, you get a vision of a strange black orb shrouded in darkness. No bigger than the size of, really, like a marble, or but a bit bigger. And your vision will pull out, and You're back in your parent. You're back in. Oh wait, your vision pull out, and you will see your parents' bedroom. And then you'll walk back, and you're back where you were. For everyone else, it will have been an instant. Nothing happened, but for you, it's much longer.
Prepare to catch.
So yeah.
At that point, do we come upstairs being like, what the fuck was that explosion?
Well, it's not upstairs. It's
Ah, well, never mind then. Keep your mouth shut.
How
You
close
can-
are we to the library?
You've,
To what?
They're in the
this
study.
house.
Study, like, library.
If you want to go, then you're in the study, and there is a bookshelf with books on it, and there is
So
But
a library.
you're here. Oh my god.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
No.
Did anything happen? Did anything click open or?
No?
Not even a blast.
Which is good.
Yes.
Faulty.
Okay. I don't really know how to explain what happened. But I know things now. So we need to look for a book.
Something about this room.
Any more specific description of book? Or just book?
No, but I know that I need to find this book and read what's in it.
Would it be in one of these bookshelves?
Don't know. I just know that it's a book in this study that I need to find.
Geronimo just starts like taking books off and then holding them up to her.
Okay. Well.
This took several hours.
Well. For everyone. So in this room, you still have the desk, the bookshelf, and a chest that you can investigate. You can split off and do whatever you want, or you can search as a group. It's up to you. Do you want to?
I'm just bookshelfing.
Well, you've got to make an investigation check.
I don't just know.
Oh, are we still out in the living
Yeah,
room?
you can you've joined.
Oh, we've
Check
joined
the
now?
Table. Like, see if there's
Well,
any-
to the party. So
Party
bookshelf,
it
desk,
is.
I'll check the chest back. It's okay if
Chest.
I have a look at this. Okay.
I'll check with you.
chest. Where are you guys on?
What happened?
I had anesthesia. They exploded and were paralyzed for about a little bit. And they know things now.
No things.
Who the hell are your parents?
There is a painting.
Them.
Oh.
We're looking for a book amongst many books.
Oh, what about? What, like,
I'm
is,
sure
don't- I
I'll
mean,
know it when I see it.
is there any books that just stick out?
I'm pretty
But
good.
come in
So,
looking, you can join if you want.
3 working on the bookshelf.
Fool,
Two-
I've been looking in the wrong section.
No, your desk. 2 on the chest.
Might check out the desk.
2 desk, 2 chest, 3 bookshelf. We'll go with the desk first.
Ooh.
Epic.
So let's make
So the book
investigation
is
checks.
in the desk.
Separate ones.
Yeah. Well, you can do separate. You can give advantage to one of you, but
Investigation.
How's
you said?
your intelligence, my friend? Mine's grim.
Oh, okay. Mine's just flat.
That's better than mine.
actually, this doesn't need an investigation check.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Almost did Chelsea.
This, when you go up to the desk, what you see is a journal. It is open. And as you look at it, what languages do you read?
Aha. What a lovely sound.
You're not meant to keep them in your bedroom.
We talk about this, Ricky, please.
Oh man,
Ricky,
caught
try.
again.
No wonder it was blue before.
It was blue before. Blue character sheet.
I've been bad. What can I say? I know infernal beyond common.
That's it.
That's it.
Alright.
The dwarvish in common.
You cannot read this,
Oh.
but you can. It's a journal.
Can
and it's
I-
open? There are.
Do you check? Do you
Yeah.
ask for help to see if anyone?
You want?
Can we garner? Is that a word? It is now.
Yeah, I think it is.
Not
Lovely.
the right word.
Oh, can we try and obtain information as to what language it is in?
Make insight check.
Insight. Oh, I'm insightful. Lovely.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Chuck another nat 1 on that
Can I give
counter.
him
Oh.
Because we're both looking at it, can I give him advantage?
Yeah.
Thank God.
The after
Still on
advantage
that
on
one.
that ones has been rampant around this table.
That's not much better, but with a +5, it becomes 8.
I mean,
Oh
you
yeah.
look around, you look at the paintings, you look at Alina, you're like, they look kind of like elves.
As if I don't.
But that's all you.
Okay.
That's all you. You don't know if it's elvish.
Yeah,
You
true.
just like. I mean, they look like elves.
I'll just say to. What's your name?
Silix.
Silix. I'll just say to Silix. I can't make out diddly squat on that page.
Neither can I.
Do you reckon someone else might?
Hopefully, because
Anyone know any
gibberish.
interesting languages?
I know comprehend languages. The spell.
Well, that would certainly solve our problem.
Someone say I've got a forked tongue.
Oh!
I can speak.
Can you have a look at this?
Abyssal, primordial, minotaur,
Uh,
common.
Takes this
me,
with
my friend.
takes this with no insult. You do not seem like the
Should
vibe.
I'm gonna first of
That's
all,
fucking offensive.
before I spend the time in the spell slot to cast comprehend languages, I'm gonna go. Does this look familiar to you?
Does it?
What language is there in?
Common and gnomish.
No mish.
Yes.
I know
language.
if it's safe to a spell
Funnily
slot.
enough,
I know.
it's not gnomish.
Yeah.
Is it abyssal, common, infernal, minotaur, or primordial?
No, it's not.
And I can't help.
Had a minute.
How does no
Taken
one
on
speak this
primordial.
language? It's not a rare one.
It's so
What
elvish.
I don't have
What
any
language
languages
was it?
listed on
We
my
don't
character sheet.
know. We
So can I
couldn't.
say I know it?
Hang on.
You're humans and no.
Well, you never
I
know.
forgot to pick my
I
languages.
cast
Abyssal, common, elvish, and
and
infernal.
Well, I'm just gonna give this. It's elvish.
Oh,
Uh,
speak up.
So
I
yeah.
don't speak Elvish.
No,
I
the
still like
wizard
to
does.
comprehend
Dude,
language.
I
you
speak
can't speak
elvish.
You're drunk. I don't
Yeah,
trust a word that comes out of
You're
my mouth. You're
Actually,
drunk.
we did our con save successfully.
We did that.
They did. Make another one. Actually, you've still been drinking.
Have I?
Yeah.
Have you? Be honest.
Funny.
That's
I've
eight.
had like a little bit, but I'm still.
No, we've kept the bottles.
Yeah,
It's just the
bottles are in here.
Guys, wargs with a glass.
One for the road.
Make another concept.
You two have the most egregious red wine lips I've ever seen in my entire life.
Just red lips.
I've got white fur as well, so the
Also-
tips of my white fur are just
That was
dyed red.
Willow's voice.
Concept.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had too much more, but
Funny.
yeah.
Too many characters, too many names.
Back at it again. Another
The guy who said he didn't drink any more rolled than that one.
I don't not want that one.
What did you get?
Wait, is that?
I got an 8.
Okay.
You're both drunk.
Cool.
Oh,
Dom.
was
wait.
that a 1, 2,
He
and
got
8?
he got a 1.
Was that a safe? How close are you to me?
I'm in the same room. We're all in the same room.
Actually, hold on. That's good. I'm a tavern brawler. It's good.
Because you have a +7.
So,
No, not the concept.
Strata with a nat 1, you are.
Oh god.
You're not.
Vomit.
You're not doing too good. You are feeling it. I'm gonna
A
check
little bit. No, I have a
the
little bit.
D&D stats for drunkenness.
Actually,
You get
Like
plus
it's
3.
effectively the poison stat
So 11.
because you're technically.
it actually is, it's up to
alcoholizing.
DM discretion because that isn't a drunk.
You have a -2 to intelligence and wisdom and saving throw.
Oh.
If I'm close to what's the name? Sorry. A
Silix.
civics. I get a +3, so that's 11 in total.
You're
Barely.
But Strata, you have a -2
Those
penalty to both your intelligence and wisdom checks
Don't even.
and saving throws.
Can't handle the liquor.
Anyway,
I went from a nat 20 to a nat 1. I'm like,
So he's.
I'm a heavyweight till I get to a
reading
certain
book.
point. Then.
Reading book.
This journal seems to I'm not gonna spiel, but it details events leading up to Alina and her parents going off to Karg to marry Alina off to Faloth, and how excited they are at the opportunities. They don't trust Faloth necessarily, but they seem to think he's an honest dude. They seem to be very happy about this arrangement they have going on, and they're very pleased that Alina is complying with their wishes. And they just seem to be, it's just filled with hope.
Filled with hope. That's an intriguing.
I'll say this, there's also stuff about just general keeping the land safe from whatever lies beneath the house and making sure the entrance remains sealed.
But they do not happen to draw a little map.
And then what happened to Georgia map?
Well,
So that's the desk. Is that you gonna
I'm just gonna hand the book over to Alina and explain what's in it and say, I don't know, it seems family heirloom, but perhaps useful to hold on to in case it makes more sense later on with more context.
Thank you.
the chest people? So it is locked.
Okay. Do you know how to open? Do you have no key? Does anyone?
Unless I try and jam the house key into the lock.
I got a crowbar.
That's great. You can sit in the corner and sober up a little bit if you want.
So.
Silix grabs a random book. He's like, "Hey, entertain yourself."
That's really good. Would you be upset if we bust
That's
this
the book
open?
we need.
No, go
Go
for
on.
it.
Do you want to give me a hand?
Yeah.
I'll get my shovel on there.
Alright, make
I'm just
Strength
flicking
check
at these
advantage.
tools.
Low DC, you go like
All we have to do is finish the quest.
What's the check?
strength.
Definitely should have let Elena do it, but that's a 17.
Yeah, that works. You
Teamwork.
chuck it in, you just and it cracks open. It doesn't damage the chest to a great degree, it just kind of busted the lock. But now that you've opened it up, make a nice investigation check.
That
The
was
two
all
of us?
you.
Yeah, well, I don't think Elena wants to.
I can.
I'm
You
just
can-
helping you.
You can give him advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, you get
thank
advantage.
I just kind of want to see what you roll.
That one.
A dirty negative
With advantage, investigation.
That's good.
Good. Sorry, man. You really wanted.
Look, here's what
chill.
I would
That's
have
chill.
rolled.
Oh, it would have been
A
great.
2.
I mean, I'm not praying on my
Which
friend's
would've been-
downfall.
No, I
I
rolled
could-
a 5 down to 2.
Oh, okay. So that would have been. That's 27
Damn.
guidance.
You don't see anything. No. It's mostly just pages of stuff like letters, stuff like planning documents, things that are important for running a town, you know. But there are two things you find. Firstly, tucked away at the bottom of the chest is a single page that seems very old. And on it, you cannot read what it says. You find a page tucked away at the bottom, very old, but you cannot read it. It looks the same as the writing from before.
Ah. What is the languages we know again?
Oh, not that one.
What do you speak?
Gibberish to me.
For the next hour, any language.
I speak a lot of things.
It is a very angry
That's all common
message. Angry. There you go. That's a new word. Very angry message. It says, "Damn the hunker. Damn them to darkness. Even with us gone, the ivory crows prevail. Heed my words." That's all it seems to say.
The Hunkal, is it?
The hunker. Yeah, they were the leaders of Batham Halachi, but you wouldn't know.
I would not know. I repeat what message say to everyone.
Oh,
Wait, did you just say ivory crows?
Is there an ivory crow?
Whoa, hold on. What?
what do you know about the Ivory Crows?
Well, and I turn around and I show my massive emblem on the back of my leather jacket. I'm like, we were a divergent group of them.
Oh,
Well, that's interesting.
They're like, if we...
Like a splinter group, kind of?
That's the one. That's the one.
As you look through the chest again, hang on. As you look through the chest, you also find, firstly, 1,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds.
Oh.
That'll make you guys Not dead anymore.
Hey.
What was it?
1,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds. So
Just hand it. Take notes. Just hand it straight to you.
look, I know you're a bit sensitive with taking things as your own. If I keep these, if anyone dies, they will not anymore. But that's up to you. I can leave them here. I've got.
How? How does that happen?
Demonstration.
See these? Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to kill someone?
You have to wait 10 minutes for this guy to pass out. No.
Like, how do I not know you're just saying stuff to...
Well, faith.
Make it insight.
These.
So you need the most valuable thing you need to.
Yeah, she
What
makes
was
it
I saying?
inside.
It is saving a life we're talking
Deception.
Oh yeah.
I can actually do it
Well-
too, so I'll take a few of them.
Can you?
No. Is that the first one?
The first
Of the
one.
session.
Of the session, yeah.
Lovely.
Nah, it's-
So,
Yeah.
So you don't believe him?
Yeah, 18.
not at
well, you can't really discern anything. You don't trust them.
You discern
trust
less than nothing.
Less, actually.
As someone who was somewhat of a town healer back in their day, could I make like a history check to like gauge what he's talking about? Like I don't personally know these spells, but as a spellcaster and a healer. Huh? Yeah? Watch this be a dirty zero as well. No,
We
I
all
can't.
just roll a dirty zero after each other.
Nuts.
Oh, so close. That's a 20. Where is Arcana? 24.
You know it is. You understand that valuables are useful for spellcasting, especially for this. Yes, is you believe him completely, and you've heard this before.
It may seem a little strange, but there are many spells of such high power, such as one that could, bring the dead back to life, require, something in exchange, something high value. I mean, it's up to you whether he takes them or not, but I do believe he may have genuine good use for these.
I'm a doctor, after all.
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
You can take them for now, but I'll be keeping a close eye on you.
Of course, and I will let you know when they have been used, and I'm sure you'll see their application.
Speaking of stealing,
It's not.
there was a magic necklace in your couch. We left it there because I didn't want to take it. But if it's yours, it's in the couch.
Do I recall?
I'll give it to you for free. It's your mother's, but she lost it a long time ago.
Under the couch cushion.
Yeah.
That's
Some
so
long lost
Happens to
family
the best of
heirloom.
us.
First place I check whenever I'm searching for something like.
You tried to put it on me.
And then we remembered we're not taking stuff, so yeah.
You'll know it was a prized possession of hers that she has had for
Him?
since she was a wee child.
I'll have a look at it on our way out.
You were going to say something, my friend.
I did actually have a bit of a question. It's kind of useless, but I'm intrigued nonetheless. Do the number of those gems change from person? Is it a bit of a do different people have different value, I suppose, when bringing them back, or is it just
Look,
same?
One copper piece for you.
Yeah.
So you're telling me there is actually a cost of a life, like a life is
yes,
worth a certain amount.
Honestly, I've not thought of the implications of that. But yes, no matter who you are and what you've done in your life, you are roughly about 300
We could
gold pieces worth
probably.
of diamonds, yeah.
We could probably bring you back with like a stale piece of toast.
I'm gonna keep that in.
Oh, a little bit that.
That's
Get
good
some
to
chicken
yourself.
again.
Erotic being.
Well, a piece of toast is worth more than diamonds in this universe. I
Yeah,
suppose.
legit,
Yeah.
Right.
I will not put it to waste. Is there anything else?
There is one more item. You have no idea what it is, but as you pull it out, you explode and die.
The guy who was. I can revive people.
You see
Grab the diamond, just come back.
You find a small device about the size of a hat. It looks like it could fit over your hand. It's made of a dark metal, as most things were. And it kind of like it looks like a archway, and there's like a small chain that's linked underneath it. And there's like another bit of metal underneath that's under the archway, but it's another arc, but it's like a bit smaller.
Okay.
And you pull this out, and you can show it around if you desire.
Do you know what this is?
You know what that is.
Me? I just said.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Go ahead. You don't know what that is.
Never seen it before in my life.
Do we know what this is?
Oh, this is our ticket out of here. I've been looking for one of these for a long time. Oh.
What is it?
That, my friend, is a dark arc. You know how, like, once you walk out of this village, you cannot get out of this zone, this area, no matter what, right? We're kind of, like, trapped in here, yeah?
Right.
That is the only thing that I know of that can actually guide you out of this hellscape.
Intriguing.
Quite the find.
Is it like one per person, or if we had it as a group, we could be let
Like,
out?
if we stuck together, we could probably get out of here. Me and my crew used it, were using one to ride through this area, but...
Well, someone responsible should have rolled this. No offense.
I think that's probably a
It
good
makes
idea.
it makes
Has
No, but
anyone
she's
used one of those before?
You see like a slight
I'm sure you
sweat
can
mark.
explain.
I know how to do things, but my brain don't explain them well.
Well,
You would also
sure.
know-
Do me a favor. I conjure a little flame. Can you burp on this for me?
Oh god.
Away from my face.
Yeah. Maybe away from the flammable house.
He's not that drunk.
Make a luck check.
I'm pretty sure cows can't burp.
Give me a luck check.
I
luck check?
also prepare.
He has.
Yeah, cows can't burp, so you just see him.
Oh, I was just saying if you throw up instead.
And, like, you know how... That's fair. Yeah,
What
10.
did you roll? That's
Just safe. Just unsafe.
a little bit.
I think he's back down, but
Damn.
out of his nose, just like the cow, steam just...
Yeah, it's like as you start to like you start, but then you remember you can't actually burp, so you go. There you know.
What was that?
A chunk.
Okay.
But if you want to use that dark arc, just...
You
You're
would-
bright, you'll figure it out.
You wouldn't know how to use those as well. Yeah, that is all you find in the chest.
Okay.
I mean, he's half an hour.
Bada bing, bada boom, onto the bookshelf. And there we had a total of 3 people searching. And those were Dingus 1, Dingus 2, and...
Dingus 3, let's be real.
Dingus.
Honorary
The
Dingus.
dingo.
The dingus.
I want
I'm drunk, but I'm on fire.
everyone make an investigation check. You do get a -2 to your check because you're drunk.
I thought it was saving
It's
throws.
an intelligence, so
Yeah, it
that's
was-
intelligence checks and things.
I'm gonna walk up to you and just go.
Investigation.
What does
You
this
already rolled before, but you...
book
I
look
couldn't
like?
remember what I rolled.
Can you
Yeah,
describe
sorry.
it
I
to
should
me?
have said that that's why I was re-rolling, but it's been so long.
No worries. I did kind
can't
of go off on
really
a
describe it.
Where is the
I-
bookshelf?
I pressed the
There
button
it is.
and I was told to look for a book and that I would recognize it when I saw it. So,
No
but
features.
when I think of it, I don't know what that book is, so I can't give you a description of what we're even looking for.
Okay, we'll keep looking then.
Sorry.
There goes locate object.
Who else is rolling investigation checks?
I am.
What do you get?
Hold on. I was trying to locate.
Cocked.
Nah, it's a-
Nah, that's a
that
12.
is so
Bro,
cold.
that's as cocked as
the
that.
the line is to the sky.
Sure.
This card.
Hey,
I've only seen so many cocks, but that one is one for
it's
sure.
a certain cock.
I'm gonna use the sticky one. Investigation, you say?
What did you get, Strata?
I got a 19 down to a 16.
Alright.
25.
Well, that will... Okay, so... Firstly, I'll go with the lowest.
Damn.
Geronimo, as you're looking through, you find nothing amazing, but
Wait,
you
did
find...
you roll a 30?
No, you got a.
25.
You got 25. You got 75.
They told me it was coming.
You
And I rolled best.
You get the most precious book of all. You reach up and you find a book on badgers.
Giant.
Oh, what?
And all the fun little things on that. It is called The Mythical Tale of the 8 Giant Badgers.
That's a good book.
That's a good
Keep that
book.
shit.
The author's quite proficient.
This shit is how you say boring as fuck.
Ryan Diorum.
Was this
The author.
the most useful group of animals until you are locked in casino?
Callback.
Damn, that really was his book.
I'd explain the joke to the audience, but it was just explained.
Yeah.
So you've got a nice book on badgers. You can do that as you please. It could be nice firewood. Anyway,
Like a
next
badger.
we have.
That was a New York Times bestseller, might I
I'm
say.
so sorry for
New York.
this.
Every book's in New York.
Yeah, well, it's pretty easy to get.
Next we have our 16 with Strata. You find a few things. You find you don't find any book that would seem to be what Alina is looking for. You do find 3 books that seem to be bound in a particularly precious letter and kind of they seem like part of a trilogy. Like, yeah, and they seem to be, it's titled like Stories of the World, and then it has the individual story the book is about. The first one is called In the Ruins of Dark Water. The second one is called The Machinist Law, The Machinist Law, whatever. And then the third and final one is called The Orphaned Gods. You can investigate those if you desire.
I'm sure these will be interesting for someone who actually reads.
You can have if you want to hand those around, you can have a read of those. If
You
desire.
get Orphaned by God. You get
You are orphaned by.
Yes!
you get Machine Lust.
Lovely.
And Tainted Water.
Tainted book?
Actually, you get the Tainted Water book.
Well,
Dark
he's
Water.
So, are you guys going to have a look at those?
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
Have a squeeze.
We'll start with In the Ruins of Dark Water.
Oh my.
So, it is rather fortuitous that you have been granted this book.
I was thinking after.
It tells the story of a grand city, a nation, a kingdom called Paidamere in the east, which sat by the infinite oceans. This was a bustling, vibrant city which thrived much like Bartham Halchi. However, for whatever reason, the leaders of Bartham Halchi declared this civilization to be a danger to all, and harnessed the power of the light and its military force to reduce the city to rubble, which was then largely claimed by the sea. To this day, the ruins stand protruding from the dark waters of infinite ocean, and any who venture there feel a great sense of unease as they get close to these ruins, like the souls of all the massacred within the city still remain and are angry. Now, when you look at the back of the book, there is an extra section, but it seems to be like scratched out, scribbled out. If you want to make an investigation check, you can try to see what it says.
I definitely will. My god, it's my year.
New year, new rolling. He rolls good
19.
That'll do it. It seems to
Yeah.
mention. When you see it, it makes sense where someone might want to screw this. Son of a bitch. Where someone might want to screw this out. It seems to mention a power that was held within the lowest depths of Paidamere, within the sea itself. The scratched section seems to suggest this power was, to quote directly, hewn from the essence of existence itself, whatever that means. And granted, the people of Paidamere And that's where it ends. That's all you can read. The rest of it is completely scribbled off. So take from that as you will. Next, we have the Machinist Law. Tells the story of a land to the east named Holar, a kingdom ruled over by the Branbar monarchy. They're a family of highly skilled artificers who rule over their people with an iron fist. Literally.
Yeah, that's it.
They have assembled an army of mechanical enforcers who subdue any attempts by the lower classes to gain any footholds, and do so via ruthless murder. Specifically, the book tells the story of the capital city of Corthan and the king of Caxel Brambar. He is the eldest son of the family, and his sole purpose is ensuring the lavish and comfortable lifestyle of his family and fellow aristocrats. The book describes an impenetrable police state which is invulnerable to outside attack, an internal structure of which makes it impossible for anyone in the lower class slums to rise up out of the dirt. However, the book also tells of a secret weakness in the foundation of the city. Since it was built upon the bones of a far more ancient civilization, the lowest levels beneath the main city are said to house a series of catacombs which could lead up to the main palace and make it possible for a small group to infiltrate the courtroom of the king and get rid of him once and for all.
Very nice. Future mission unlocked.
Fun little book there. In the Orphan Gods. There you go. It tells the story of a land to the north, where two large cities who stand a mere mile apart are engaged in a dark and bloody war over the power held within the city of Bartholomew. It is believed that within a chamber under the ground beneath the two cities lies the power to traverse the darkness that has covered Bartholomew and even possibly remove it. These two cities were once ruled by two noble and wise kings who agreed that no one should have access to the power. However, when they died, each on the same day, as is always the case in these two cities, for whatever reason, it's a mystery to this day. And this is just one of the great mysteries of this land. Their sons, who were mere teenagers, took the throne, and they were eager for power. Using their influence and power to convince the people of the cities of their ideals individually, they have waged a war against the other for decades. It has lasted so long because any soldier who dies on the field between the two cities rises again from the dead within an hour. Their wounds healed as though nothing had happened, and they then continue to fight under the orders of their kings, convinced that eventually the enemy will stop rising because they are, as their kings have made them believe, and direct quote, the ones destined to live like gods forever. One passage then reads, "These two orphan gods sat in their thrones upon the bones of their fathers, know not the power that lies within their grasps, and as long as they bicker, no life shall last."
Damn.
There is another scratched away section at the end of this book if you want to make an investigation check.
I shall. Here we go.
This land is scary.
Cocked.
Yeah.
That's opera.
Your books are as cool as my Badger book.
Badger book.
Investigation, you say? That's a 6, good sir.
I think you wanted you to uncover that one.
Do you want?
Well, you can't. You can tell that there are words that it's not undecipherable. You're just having a tough time.
Question, did any one of your books have scratches on the back?
Does mine?
No.
No.
Nope.
I did not read the book.
So good. Figured this
I
out.
left the reading to the nerds.
It's not very nice.
You're a
You don't think I'm a nerd?
I don't trust this.
Alright.
I know a nerd when I say one. You ain't no nerd.
Well, that's those books.
Push on my glove.
You guys can hold on to those as you want. You villain. Now, Will, with a 25,
Yeah.
you find a book.
What about it?
But as you're searching, you're pulling out books. You're like, this is a book on trees, and this is on rocks. This is
Trees and
Ferrets
rocks.
and weeds.
Why am I throwing them away? No, I'm joking.
this documents Alina's conception. I don't know.
What?
What?
They published a book about this?
They're weird
It's a
parents,
novel.
bro. They're real novels.
It's a bestseller.
Don't worry.
It's like Lord of the Rings big. It's just like.
Oh yeah, it's a big book. They were trying.
Publishers are interested.
Anyway, you eventually get to a book that you try to pull it out, but it stops. It's a classic book switch.
Nice.
And
That's
as
so
you
cool.
pull
I found a
it,
Scooby-Doo door.
as you pull it, oh wait,
Oh.
as you touch it, a glyph glows on it.
Oh,
You
Boy,
must
baby.
make a wisdom save.
it's been so real.
Oh my.
Maybe I could use my diamond.
Is this
my-
payback?
You've been rolling
Tavish?
well all day.
He didn't
Yeah,
trip
you're
on
fine.
it. Like,
Oh, don't jinx
You're
me,
fine.
man.
You're
Don't jinx
fine.
me,
You're
brother.
fine.
Rough. Bro, 25 gets in
I
this
did. I
predicament?
didn't roll my portent today.
is that a?
You gotta use portent before you roll
Yeah.
anyway.
Fuck.
That is true, but you can't roll
Nat
your
one?
portent.
May as well.
Yeah, roll
find
your
out
portent.
what you got.
So nat
10.
1,
10.
10.
Mm.
Was it a natural one?
It wasn't.
Okay.
I'll roll you 2 portent.
I'd give you guidance if it wasn't a saving throw.
Sorry, you're too far away from my aura.
No,
How
we're
small
in
is
the
it?
same, we're in the same
Sorry,
room.
I moved to the back window so I could read.
Just
So
like-
you're, you're in your own chair.
Yeah, as you touch it, you are just paralyzed. You don't fly back or anything, you're just going like.
I can cop that. Oh.
But
Hold on. No.
it lasts for a minute, so after a minute you can try again. But yeah, no, that is unfortunate. But you can roll your portent now if you want.
And that's 20.
And again, and
Do they
again.
count?
I mean, yeah,
I
technically.
think
They're
they
portents.
And again?
And an 8.
That's honest.
Alright, so keep track of
So you
those.
don't count it when the nat 20's used. You count it that it's
Yeah,
rolled
well,
now.
So
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
another
So you
nat
can
20.
keep track of those.
we've
But
got a
if
lot
anyone
of
else wants to try to
Oh.
touch this book, you can.
I just watched him.
Touch it, make wisdom save.
Brother.
Minus an extra.
I was
two
like,
for
what
being
the hell
drunk.
just happened?
Oh yeah, you're drunk as well.
There you go, -2 as well. You're also paralyzed.
Oh, can I try?
You can try.
There's just a slow pile.
Fuck!
Join the
Wait,
pile.
hold on. I guess I gotta go wisdom.
We'll
16.
just like.
16, that would do it.
There we go.
Oh damn.
Thought we
Or
were
you-
gonna
natural
keep
eight.
pieces
You
of
touch
that
it,
shelf.
and the glyph glows. And because
Glitter
it
comes
can
out.
sense that it has found one of a sound mind. On a section of wall next to the
Roll 3,
bookshelf,
baby.
there is a and some of the stone slides away,
I did this.
and it reveals a small room holding a book.
A book.
I think
Well,
Yeah.
perhaps Alina goes and checks this one.
I'm not touching any more books.
Can't read it, can I? Well, I go look at it.
Well, on the cover, it's a large book bound in leather. It's not particularly thick, but it's just a full book. On the cover, it kind of embossed on it, so you can feel it, is the same sort of cube you saw in Arcor's home.
The fleshy.
If anyone desires to pick it up or read it,
But is it the book that I was looking for, or still no?
There we are.
you can possibly think so. Make a
Luck roll.
insight check.
Inside, that's good. Smart man.
Can I assume this is trapped?
You might assume that.
Or can I
You-
roll
you-
to
you-
decipher? Can I
You
roll to
can look.
this-
You can investigate.
investigate?
I got a 3.
You
give her that now.
really don't know. I mean, it's a book that was hidden in a wall, but for some reason, general mistrust of everything is leading you to not really draw any conclusions. Mr. Silix, what did you roll? So this
We
looks,
suck.
I haven't rolled
it
anything
looks
above
very
10.
safe.
It's
From
Rohan's,
your understanding, I mean that hit in a wall. I mean it was already
We
trapped. The
deciphered
book was
the
trapped.
puzzle.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Not
You
yet.
want to grab it?
I will not be.
If I'm not paralyzed.
Did you want to grab the
You're not paralyzed. You grabbing it?
Yeah. If I'm
Will has opted to grab the book.
I'll let him grab it.
All right.
I step out of the room.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
standing next to the dwarf.
As
Do
Will,
like-
as Will
do
steps.
like a-
Oh, sorry, you go.
to like an indie like and grab it.
Oh yeah,
You should have.
we chucked you another book to do a swap with.
You take the beaver book.
I prepare a swear.
No, that's too
Spare
valuable.
the dying.
As he steps in, can I try and have a quick see if I can spot a trap of any kind in there?
Yeah.
All right. What
Roll
kind
hard
of?
and fast, please.
Investigation. Seeing you're not like actively in there looking.
Yeah.
Perception.
Perception. That's better. So thank you.
Please.
Yeah. Okay, not the best roll, but it adds up to 11.
But can I actually throw guidance on that?
Yeah.
Just for fun?
Hey.
Watch this.
1.
12.
15.
Oh.
Hey!
I keep forgetting to put guidance on things.
So
You can't really see anything.
we
Damn
had investigation and perception check. Could I use my insight to assume that the two other things we've found have been trapped, and that this one, if probably is too, if someone other than
You
Elena
can
touches
inside
it?
that if you desire.
Would they trap
Guidance
the
as well.
door that
Yeah,
enters
here's-
the
here's
room
my guidance.
that would have another trap
Get
in it?
another 3 on your on this roll.
Will, grab the book.
Will.
Can I see if there's any like arcane nature to this book?
You're currently reaching for it. So
Like as I'm reaching.
Do it.
And I told you about dark milk.
I'm having a maths. What's 18 plus 7?
Oh my gosh, 25 and then plus 3, 28.
Plus, so 28 on the inside.
you inside. It's trapped. Cool. But the trap was the book. That you pressed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So why would they put 2 traps on the book?
I don't know. Maybe the god of this universe is
It's
very
touchy,
cruel.
touchy.
He wants us to die.
If 28 doesn't tell us this, then yes.
So Will, you grab the book. You grab the book. You pick it up. Everyone's kind of hunkered back against the wall. He's left the room. Everyone's waiting with bated breath.
Okay, do this.
Geronimo seems relaxed. You pick it up. You open it up. You seem fine.
I'm gonna read a little bit.
You're fine. Nothing's happening to you.
So you were saying the like cube, the fleshy cube that we saw before, is on the book.
Yeah, it's
cover.
like embossed on it. It's like a leather embossing. Yeah.
I'll try
It's
and
not actually the cube. But yeah.
no, but I'll try and skim read till I
Skim
find
read?
something about that.
If you're gonna skim read, give me like just give me an investigation.
Investigation.
Oh, give me just a general intelligence check. We'll see how much you get while you're skimming.
Okay.
With proficiency, because he's a bookworm.
It's just
General intelligence check. You're already a freaking wizard.
That's not bad.
That's huge.
That's good. That's a 19.
You pick up a lot. This book tells of it's the basic gist. It seems to be the origins of the world,
Oh my god. What?
or what someone believes it to be, and it tells of.
So Elena's conception.
It's
It
the
tells of a
second
man and
novel.
a woman who met in one.
Publishers are interesting.
It tells of a nothing space, basically, and there was a time without time or space or anything, but there was a being. No name. They just call it the dark being because it existed within this dark nothingness. As you're skimming, I'll just give you the basic. It got bored and decided to start experimenting and created the land that you exist on. But it was not a happy existence. Everyone was miserable. it kind of ruled with cruelty and malice. But eventually the people of the world worked in secret to devise a way to imprison it. And that seems to be what the cube is. So the cube is made of this dark iron hewn from the depths of the earth, and the flesh is made. The flesh was taken from willing people sacrificing themselves. And then it says that, because you're skimming through it, the cube was hidden in some place deep and secret, and then the city of light, Martham Holchi, was built. Suppose it's suggested that it's built over this, wherever this thing is kept. That is all I'm going to give you based on skimming through and a great intelligence check.
And unless someone stops me, I'm gonna keep reading in depth.
You're just.
I thought someone would rush it.
Then just start again, you know.
There's okay. Well,
Just like anything. Like,
we cut out. I'm not
We did.
sorry. Anyway, so Will, you have just read the cube book, basically. We'll call it for lack of a better term. Would you share that knowledge with anyone?
I would definitely express to the group, talking about there was the cube in the crazy man's house, and it's a prison for a dark creature.
Wait, did the crazy guy have the cube, or did he
Yeah,
have a
the image
replica?
of
an
the
image?
image of the cube. That's what.
A dark creature, you say?
And it's talking about the hidden secret under the city, and it's the one underneath the. I'm so sorry. What was the building called?
The
The,
Feldegrau.
yeah. That's what we're looking for. Yeah.
No, was it below
No.
Falcon Holchi?
No,
It was below the city.
yeah,
Martham Holchi.
below
Yeah.
the city of Bath.
Yeah, that's the
Different
city
city.
of light. That's not this city.
Okay.
This is a
Different
town
city.
called Kerfil. Yes.
Yes, my apologies.
No, can't go
No,
to
what's the other
Never mind.
place?
Geography.
Perth.
I failed geography when I was in school.
Is the book familiar?
You just made that up.
Oh, no!
I was
I
waiting.
dare use my own spells against me, Potter. What?
Copyright.
No, it does,
Yeah,
not, it
well-
does not look familiar.
Alright, scrap the whole episode.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's start again, right from the start.
We can't even quote anymore.
Not
What does the
that
world come to?
wench.
Does this dark entity have a name or anything, or is it just...
No, I did
I
not.
don't believe so. No.
They
Talked about creation though.
Okay.
Really bored and started creating.
And making the world as we know it somewhat. And then it was sort of hidden away, trapped away, revolted against.
Did you read this?
Didn't need to.
You know something.
Look, I don't know a whole lot, but some of the concepts align somewhat with my own knowledge, I suppose. But I can't really elaborate without knowing more, if that makes sense.
So read the book.
What a great idea.
You can take the book and you can read it if you desire. To answer your question, no, it's not familiar.
I don't think it's the one.
I mean, it's not familiar to you.
If that's not the one
You've never seen this book before, but
Perhaps it is
it
below.
brings because the plaque you saw mentioned that
Doesn't
the
exist.
book would make sense of some things that they said, like how they had found
Oh.
a knowledge that they were. This seems to be that,
I lie, it is.
Is this it?
Oh,
I think
This
so.
is what you
If he reads more out loud, maybe it makes more sense.
right. And yeah, I'll
You can just summarize.
I'll relay the same
So you,
information.
you read out the book. Everyone's got that knowledge of what I told you.
From what I gather, and I'll do a skim summary read, but Beck kind of already knows a bit of what's in there, and then he will hand it to Arena. But with is this text coming from a standpoint of pro-dark being or anti-dark being?
It seems to be fairly objective.
Okay.
Like someone's just noting down history.
Whoever it was, they at the very least know what they're talking about. Here you go, Lena.
Thank you. What was that book called again?
Didn't have a name.
Okay.
It's just got a cube in the front.
Cube
I've been
book.
calling it the Cube Book.
book cubed.
I'm calling it Sketchy Cube Book.
There we go.
In essence, the dark being, as he's stated, is pretty much responsible for everything around us, and furthermore, there's skeptic ideas about whether the dark being is still ticking away, I suppose. Look, from what I understand, a lot of what goes on this realm is thanks to them, and I think personally that unearthing their presence could be the key to fixing a lot of problems. Let's go with that.
Where does that hypothesis come from? Just your own assumption, or?
Let's just say that I've seen and done things that would not have been capable without at least the existence of the dark being. And in many ways, I would not still be alive if it weren't for them.
Can you sense them?
Can I? I feel like no, generally. It's more, I
Make a
get...
general religion joke.
Okay.
Make a religion joke, I'm saying.
Because with that as well.
8.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've had no... Well... No. But I have once interacted with like almost a separate entity that I think had some relation with the dark being. But the dark being themselves I'm yet to find myself in the presence of. I more feel them flow through me at times when I fight.
Okay.
Well, with wondrous revelations and a way down to the whatever the curse is still not found. You all, with all this new knowledge, ready yourselves for the next set of investigations throughout the house to hopefully find a way down. However, we'll have to wait till next session. So stay tuned. We will be hopefully getting down to the source of whatever desolation is afflicting this land, and perhaps even cure the starving lands.
So where you go?
Hey.
Goodbye and see you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
Bye.